Hello, hello, hello. We are officially ready, although Meg's not. Meg's off screen, everyone. But we are close to being ready. How are you doing this evening? I am already set to live chat. Things are nice and safe in that department. I need to switch my headphones to my input. Already set to live chat. Things are nice and safe in that department. I need to switch my headphones to my input. Meg, just so you know, that's you. Okay, cool. Cool. Just making sure that was not a me issue. That would be Meg having it on live, and Meg's watching her own stream, which is wonderful. Very kind of her. Also not that helpful in the moment. How you doing there? You look okay. I can't hear you, but that's okay.
I've been muted the whole time. Hold on 1 second.
So,
Sorry.
you were muted, but we got to hear the video. Beautiful.
Yes, it's so hot, I decided to throw on shorts at the last minute. I know I told you I was just gonna brush my hair, but it was so hot as I went to brush my hair. I was like, I'm gonna put on shorts and I think I have enough time, and I did not have enough time.
You did not have enough time.
That's what happened today.
Yeah, for context, I was asked how much time there was, and I said it's 1 minute and 2 seconds, so this is the...
I heard you from the bedroom go, 10 seconds!
This is an overestimation of your capabilities. Good morning, good evening. I don't say good morning. Good evening, everyone.
Alex, it was not an overestimation. It was a I don't give a fuck.
And we're dropping.
It is hot.
Nat Swebme, how's it going? By the way, your internet's coming through choppy. I'm assuming it's a you issue, but I don't know for sure.
I think it's a you issue. Alright, hold on. I'm switching audio now.
Demonetized. Yeah, that's quick. We have Nat, Swebmom, Jeremy, Amy520, Bryce, Nat again, Brian, Smileso, Robbie, and apparently we have Tavi to my left. Tavi, are you here for it already? Alright, are you getting your stuff first? So, basically, we're doing a Gen Con recap.
Is this a surprise that I don't know?
I don't know. Not Gen Con recap. That'd be hard.
It was a while ago.
They're doing an Origins recap. Now, the problem with an Origins recap is that we said we're going to be showing off all the various things we got, and my kids were like, can we show the stuff we got? And I was like, as long as you wander onto stream at least after 8:40, you can show the stuff you got. And so, of course...
I asked for Yoda to show off what he got.
Yeah, and so they all wanted to show off their own stuff. They wanted to be like, can we
Is Ricky coming too?
I assume so. They all seemed very interested in showing off their stuff. They're very proud.
Good.
Tavi, you can talk.
Hello.
Hey. Do you want to put me on speaker? It might be annoying for stream, but they don't care. They love the kids. They love them. They don't care.
I just don't hear you.
Hey, Tommy.
Hello.
What's up? Where's your other dragon?
Say things. Hello. Okay, gotcha.
Hello.
Tommy, where's the other dragon? Is it hiding?
Yep. I'll go get it.
Hello. We're back to normal. No, the mic does this thing occasionally where it's not perfectly set. Okay, what are you getting?
My jacket.
Oh, everything's gone. Everything's gone. There we go.
Yeah. This other dragon that Tavi has, you guys, it says 21 on it, which I assume is rolling a 21, but it says 21 like on a cutie mark, like where you would put it on a My Little Pony.
Oh, he does.
I really like this dragon.
He has a cutie mic.
Exactly. That's what I just said, Tavi. You are so smart. Tavi,
cutie mark?
how soft is that one?
It's softer.
You like to cuddle it?
Now this one, by the way, I really appreciated because this one Tavi went to the booth and it's like, I want this thingy. And they're like, okay, awesome. And then Tavi's like, and I want the book that it comes with. And the lady looks at us and goes, no. No. The book's not for kids.
But I want it.
It is a apparently very inappropriate book. So this, whatever it is adorable looking, but from a very inappropriate book.
The lady also gave him a pin of that toy as well. Tavi, what is your dragon's name?
Oh, I haven't thought of that yet.
Can you think of a name, maybe? Or do you want chat's help?
Who's chat?
Chat is everybody that's talking to us right now that can see you.
How old are you, Tavi?
8.
So why don't you call the dragon 13?
Why?
Because 8 plus 13 is 21.
And why would I do 21?
Because 21 is what the dice show on the side. And that way you can always remember what age you were when you got the dragon.
I was trying to be smart. I think you should name him Frank.
Wait, Maybe it says it in here.
Ooh, it's a Gen Con dragon. Gen Con dragon, the liars.
Oh.
Officially
It
licensed
does
plush.
look exactly like the Gen
My Little Demon Genevieve.
Genevieve. Oh, for Gen Con.
Genevieve.
I like that.
What's his
Genevieve is way better.
Alright, I'm gonna take control of the mic again.
What about him?
You have to come up with it. Do you want help?
I think. Boney. Because
Boney?
he's half bone.
Boney's works for me. I'm okay with Boney. We got suggestions of Lucy and Carl.
I'm Boney. Leave me alone.
Where's
Some people in chat said Lucy and Carl.
This is the moment where I forgot that we were on stream.
Barney. We have a Barney.
Ooh.
Like Barney the dinosaur.
I don't know.
Alright, well you can think on it.
Somehow
I'm gonna
that
take
was
control of the mic again.
I just saw that. Smile so.
I'm gonna look at the names.
Alright, Tavi, thanks for joining. At some point, we'll talk about games too. We're gonna talk about a bunch of things. We're gonna go into things. You want to still be here, don't you? Anyways, Origins. Definitely not Gen Con. This is an Origins recap situation. We're gonna be talking about games.
Gen Con.
We're gonna be talking about games. We're gonna be talking about the various kids will show up at their various stuff. Tavi, you can take the stuff back. You can take them.
Okay.
Yeah, take them back. They're yours. Just want to
No,
show.
I really like that dragon though. If he doesn't want it, like, first dibs.
Sure, let me just take away my kids' toys for you, Meg.
I said if he doesn't want it.
He likes you so much, I can't even say if you ever don't want it. You want to test that theory?
No. Don't you dare. No, I said don't you dare. I see you looking back now.
I'm tempted to test it. I'm pretty sure he likes you that much. Uh-oh, what's happening here?
Yeah.
Tavi's my
See,
favorite.
What's your dragon's name? Now I want to know. Lucy, Carl, Bonnie.
This kid's discussing the situation now.
What does it say? What's your dragon's name?
Does he want to see my dragon?
Do you want to see Meg's dragon? Go ahead, Meg. Grab your dragon. We'll get to games soon. We will. I'm telling you. Definitely. Totally get into games.
That is a mix of Charmander and a dragon.
It's called a
Or
Shoyu.
Charizard.
Cutie pie.
Is that Charizard?
Alright, Tavi, you go upstairs.
It's a Shoyu.
And Yoda, you're welcome to show your stuff if you want.
Yoda just asked if
What?
it's a Charizard. It's a Shoyu.
It's a Shoyu.
What?
It's a Shoyu.
What's a Shoyu?
This is now the name of Dragon Stream, yeah. How to name a dragon. That's what we're going to call this.
Oh.
Guys, guess what? I have snacks.
Yoda, go grab your stuff.
Alex, do you want to play a fun game, like, while we're just hanging out with everybody?
I would love to play a fun game while we're just hanging out with everybody.
Oh.
Well, careful. Keep in mind I have water over here.
Possible.
There we
Oh.
So, guys, these things that Yoda is holding right now is a foam axe and a foam sword. And they're both LARP weapons, so they can, like, hit each other. Like, we were playing with them the whole entire con. We were fighting and attacking each other, and you can totally whack things. Yoda, tell them how you were hitting the dice with that.
Oh, I took it like this, then I turned it and slammed it.
So tell the people, though, how big were the dice?
Huge.
Really?
Giant
Yeah, okay.
squares.
There's huge, probably like 2x2 foot foam dice, and we had 5 of them stacked up, and Yoda would smack them with the axe, and they would all fall and roll.
Yeah, after they rolled, we would count out how much we got, how many points we got, and then we would see who got the highest.
Do you remember your highest score, Yoda?
22. Rafi got 22. Tavio was got 19. Then he once got 24.
So
And then Ricky
Tavi-
got 14. Ricky got 14.
Tavi got 28 when he was alone. You went to the bathroom,
Oh.
and that's when Ricky went to the bathroom, and he had me count. He got 28.
Oh.
He rolled 3 6s and 2 5s. It was nuts.
3 6s.
And 2 5s.
Did he put them like that?
I don't remember what the bottom one was, because the bottom one probably was on 6.
Yeah, did he put them like that and then
No.
ask you?
I saw them fall and counted them, but I don't know if he like hit 6s on purpose. He might have.
Maybe.
Still pretty good.
Yeah, so the axe is powerful. The bottom parts over here are bendable. A very
Yoda.
bendable when they're pulled. Yeah?
Yoda, try to hit Abba and show them how strong they are. I think you're winning. Does Rafi have his pickaxe too?
Oh, yeah. Show them?
What?
Yeah,
The
send,
pickaxe.
Sure, got the pickaxe. We'll get to the games shortly. Genuinely.
this is the favorite part. So, Rafi picked out this fireman's pickaxe
It's a
and
fireman's
proceeded to
pickaxe?
attack many people with it, including me, multiple times. I got
Yeah!
that sharp point right to the chest quite a few times, and he is one of the strongest 3-year-olds I've ever seen.
When we got home, he struck my heart.
I bet he did.
I grabbed my axe and I was holding my sword. Then I put it down, quickly grabbed the axe and turned back, and he struck my chest. And
Yeah.
then struck my axe out of my hand.
He is strong. He got me right in the chest.
Yeah, it hurts.
But
Hey.
he's the little one.
Hey, buddy. Here's your
Hi.
stuff.
Thanks, Yoda.
We may
Say
get one more
Meg,
visitor.
thank
We'll
you.
see. Say what?
Tell him thank you.
Meg
Tell
says
him
thank you.
Turn it off.
Oh, I say thank you. We all say thank you.
Everyone's happy he shut off. Alex is going to get whacked in the head.
Hey, Mouse, to pick up since you got home. Robbie, these are not our first weapons, so the real issue wasn't when we got home. The real issue was Rafiki was so happy to have his pickaxe, he was attacking everyone at Origins. Everyone, just swinging around left, right, and center. At home,
Yeah.
they can do what they want. I don't care.
I did stop him from attacking 2 little girls. One of them was very there for it.
Every
She
proud
was like,
father
"Where's my weapon? I
loves
want
to
it
hear this.
right back."
I mean, honestly, give her a weapon. Teach girls to fight back. I'm a big fan of that.
Oh, it was like me as a child. She was just like, I want.
So, Origins. I don't know about you, Meg. I have a stack of games to my left over here that I will be pulling up one at a time as we go through things. But overall, what's
Stack
your...
is so much bigger than my stack.
My stack is also cheating. My stack has a few games that arrived while I was home that I count as part of my mental Origins haul.
Oh, okay.
I have
Well, then
explanations.
I'll start off the whole. Oh, remember, I had a question for us. I put on this hat, guys, because I had it on in the thing, but I might have to take it off. It is so warm in my office right now. Give me 1 second, because I won't be able to hear Alex. So you can
I'll
riff.
riff.
Oh, wait. I'll say the thing I was going to say, and then you can riff with it. We got these crackers while I was at Origins. I never opened them, but I got them, and I was going to eat them. Looking at these crackers, how big do you think they are?
Ooh.
How
They
big
got...
do you think this cracker would be? And I got it
Sure.
to eat with this everything goat cheese, so that's going to be my current snack for stream, you guys, so for
So,
everyone to know.
My
This is what I
expectation
bought the snickety
is that
on.
the crackers are about this big.
Okay.
I
Everyone
don't
can
know
say
how to
more or less
measure.
than what Alex said.
Meaning, like a business card and a drop longer. Call it a business card and a half. That's my expectation. So you have a business card on you, I'm sure, which means you can probably measure it against the business card that you have. I'm also using as indicator that they have the blueberries on the crackers, so we have a visual indicator. Blueberries do have a variety of sizes, so it's not a perfect visual indicator. But yeah, I'd say about a business card in width and a business card and a half in length, and I'd love to see you pull out a business card and see. But anyways, past that, did you hear anything I said, Meg?
No. I said
realized-
you were going to riff.
I riffed, but I realized that now I didn't helpful. So I said grab a business card, because I think they're a business card in width and a business card and a half in length.
A business card. What
Yep.
about a playing card?
No, that's a very,
That's
very
closer.
different, very, very
Those
different.
things is much closer to me than a business card.
That's fine, but if the goal is to gauge the accuracy of my guess, then we need a business card.
I hate you.
You don't have to grab one. I'm just saying if we want to do more than eyeball it, if you want like a side by side. Anyways, Origins. Origins was lame. Lots of fun, but also lame. Both things are true.
All
What I
of
mean,
these business cards I have are not standard size business cards.
what I mean by that is that I don't know what conventions you all go to, but there's multiple types of conventions out there. But
Okay.
that's beautiful. Yep, that works. Talk nerdy to me. But anyways,
For Jamie Dagger, no, I'm wrong. I got Jamie Dagger's card. This is not her card.
Origins is one of the three
Okay, wait,
main.
can I show?
Sure.
Are you ready to be mind blown?
Ready
Once
to be
I
mind
saw
blown.
the size, I reread what it said, and it does say crisp bread. It doesn't say cracker. It doesn't say cracker anywhere. It says crisp bread.
Okay. That's large.
It's like a piece of like the bread. I mean, it's not like super crazy, but it's like the size of the box. It is the full size of the box. They're like, that's how many there
Yeah,
are. There's not even that many.
I respect
It's
it.
kind of crazy.
Are they good though?
I was shocked. I haven't tried yet. I waited to show you guys.
Oh, it looked like there were 2 missing from the box.
Well, no, it's the one I took out.
I'm E520, so I
There's
was playing
4.
from afar. I'm generally a huge fan. I tell people this all the time. I tell people on all my videos, if you see us, interrupt us. By all means. Well,
Oh!
I should rephrase that. First of all, if you're part of the Camp Co-op community, please, if you see us, interrupt us no matter what.
Well, they said playing a game. It might have been when we were playing My Island. There was one time we were playing an actual businessy type game.
Yeah, I guess it's fair. It's hard to know. I'm generally fine being interrupted with some degree of social awareness. What I mean by that is the thing I struggle with. Here's the thing I struggle with, okay? I love being interrupted, and I love being stopped. I think those are great, and I like that interaction. I like that.
Well, and you know, one of my favorite things...
I did say I love being interrupted, so this is good.
That was what I was doing. Go on.
The thing I do struggle with is when I'm being interrupted and the person clearly doesn't realize they're interrupting. They don't have either the social awareness or the cues to realize. Meaning, if I'm playing a game and someone runs up and goes, oh my gosh, like, you know, I just want to say hi, like, don't want to interrupt, like, you know, go do what you're doing, whatever. That gives me the freedom and the leeway to either tell you you're not interrupting or be like, I'm so glad you did, like, I'd love to talk later. It gives me the freeway to work with you.
Like, one person even said to me when we were playing a game, do you mind if I take a picture of you at the game? Just to take, like, have that be their picture? And I was like, oh my god.
Yeah. The thing that sometimes is an issue, and it does happen, is when somebody interrupts when it's a bad time and they don't have the social awareness, and so now I have to be the one who's like, we're doing something, because I'll say hi. And so, like, even, like, if you remember, Meg, while we were filming, there was that one, there's 2 people who kept on, like, trying to stop us while we were filming the hall thing, and they weren't doing it like, oh my gosh, we'll have to talk to you. It almost looked like they wanted a conversation, and we were clearly, like, filming the whole hall, and mid-filming, they'd be, like, walking over and, like, trying to start a conversation as if they weren't interrupting, and then that was a little weird in terms of I was trying to give the time without saying, like, hey, but we're also doing something, so, like, let's give 15 seconds and not 3.5 minutes.
That makes me think, and he would totally be fine telling the story, so why don't you tell it while I prep my cracker? I think you should tell the story about when I was filming at your house with Eric for Isofarian.
That was beautiful. I love that. That was a great
You
story.
should tell that story. He wouldn't mind at all.
No, Eric's Prince. Eric is the person who owns, designed, created the Isofarian Guard. Which is it's a phenomenal love story in its own right, just because of the fact that Meg, I don't even know if you knew this, right?
Fun. It's just story time tonight. Like, this is really fun, you guys. I'm so tired, just so you guys know. So Alex is running a lot of stream where I'm just like, tell that story, and he's gonna tell it because I'm exhausted. For those that don't know, coming back from Origins, I left the convention hall at 5:30 p.m. and drove straight till 5 a.m. and then crashed, and like my whole clock has been off ever since. I've had like a bunch of work I'm catching up on. Everything's great though. I'm in like such a good mood. So we're just talking about really fun things. It was really fun. It's like a sleepover.
So my first interaction with Eric from the Isofarian Guard was me putting out a video saying why I didn't back the Isofarian Guard. That was the video. So that was my very first video on the Isofarian Guard, is why I didn't back it. And it goes into the things I thought. I thought Trudvang Legends would be a better fit for me. Isofarian Guard looked a little too light, looked like there was a high focus on the story, and that was my first interaction. Lots of things have changed since then. First of all, I've become much more of a story person since filming that video, and also the Isofarian Guard went through a ton. Apparently, Eric told me this after. They watched that video internally at the office, and they were like, honestly, like, they don't even disagree. They thought it was Lego mechanics. The campaign for the Isofarian Guard was, and versus what it is now, is miles away different. It's part of why it was a $79 game at the time, and now it's like a $179 game. Like, they changed a lot, and he sucked up all that cost, and he wanted to make it a impressive, incredible design. But anyways, one of the shows down here, when he's showing me and Meg the game, at one point, you thing for some of your stuff, like, and she's going to be a little silly on camera to, like, showcase some elements. And you may have seen this in the...
And I think you guys can watch back the video. It was that we had already talked about it. Alex and I had already done the video talking about the game, showing it off, and we missed doing the playmat. And during that, I was doing these cute little commercials where I did that, and I did some for, like, Marvel and stuff, where I was like, oh, I'll do a commercial. Yep. So it was with the playmat.
And so Meg says to Eric, Meg says to us, to Eric and I, being like, do you guys mind heading upstairs? No, there's no sound. What do you mean there's no sound? Again.
Uh-oh. There has been sound most of the time for Alex.
Yeah, hello, hello, hello. It's just
Oh no,
popping
now
down.
I can't. Wait, Alex, I can't hear you.
No, you could. Can you hear?
Now I can.
So, anyways, so Meg says to us, to Eric and I, that thanks, Mom Gamer, that she's like, I'm gonna be a little silly, and like I feel a little self-conscious being silly in front of you guys. So you might mind heading upstairs so I could film my like silly trailers and be like, oh my gosh, this map, this world, this universe, be silly, whatever. Anyways, so I'm like, of course, sure, no problem, and I head upstairs, and Eric doesn't. And Meg kind of sits there and fiddles at the table, and she's standing here by the table, and she's messing around with things, getting ready.
We were talking about for thing because like I wasn't completely ready yet, so I was like moving the chairs anyway to make it like set up right.
And 10
And then
minutes
we
go
were
by.
just talking anyway. And he was talking to me, so I was like, maybe he just wants to finish what he was saying, so he finished what he was saying. And then halfway through, I even said like, so is there
Okay.
anything else you'd like me to cover, like about the map, like this is how much it is, whatever? Because I like hit the different points, and I was like, oh, these are all the things. And I was like, I don't want to do it with you watching me.
And then Eric answers the question, and eventually, like another 3 minutes later, Meg's like, so can you go upstairs? And Eric's like, oh my god, like he completely missed the original
like,
request.
I'm really sorry, but if you don't mind, I need you to go upstairs. I'm just too nervous to do this.
And so I've been waiting upstairs the whole time, feeling like, okay, I just got kicked out of my own studio, and they're just chatting down there, wasting my time. And then Eric shows up, and he's like, tells me, he's like, oh, I feel like such an idiot. I feel like I'm supposed to go upstairs. I didn't really realize.
It was hilarious. It was so funny.
Anyways, why are we talking about Eric? Oh, interruptions.
And the whole recording was just going. Like,
Yeah.
the whole recording of it. I'm sure it's deleted now.
By
but
now, long gone.
it was the whole thing of us just chatting.
Yeah. Anyways, I guess the point is, always feel free to interrupt. Always feel free to interrupt. The only exception is if the camera is actively going. Like, sometimes I'll have people interrupting while the camera's actively going, which is weird. I don't mind catcalling. Heckling, catcalling, that's totally cool. But, like, literally trying to get my attention while I'm filming is a little weird, but I'll still deal with it. Outside of active filming, always feel free to interrupt with the grace of, like, I'm supposed to interrupt, and then I could manage the flow. But I like people, and I'll work with you. But that's going to be the start of our first game, because I'm going to intersperse this entire commentary with games. My first game is a game that I'm actually excited to play, that Meg has played, which is Inside Up. Inside Job, not Inside Up. Inside Job, which is apparently a trick-taking game that is cooperative, Meg? Is it?
So it's kind of like the Resistance meets trick-taking.
Mostly cooperative.
Let me finish showing and I'll explain it.
Sure.
So, it's basically the Resistance meets trick-taking. I believe... Pausing?
You can keep going. What's up?
When are you starting the video?
What video?
I thought you were doing a video of the stuff.
Oh, you were on video the whole time.
Oh, that was the video?
Yeah. That
That
wasn't
was
just Meg,
live.
that was the whole community.
That was chat.
That's
That was
how
chat.
I would- Oh, I didn't know.
Come say hi to everyone. Okay, they can't talk back, but you can say hi to everyone.
Hi. Hello.
Hi, Yoda. Yoda, when I read you one of those questions, it was from people in chat. Strubme had asked you. Strubme asked. Oh no, that was to Tabi. She asked what Tabi's dragon's name was. Whoa! What is Abba doing?
I don't know. He's opening a box.
He's a little crazy. Yoda, do you want to tell everyone what you wore to Origins?
Oh, I wore a night costume and it with a sword. Half with the tip of it broken.
It was pretty cool. And now you have a sword and an axe.
Yep.
I wonder what you'll get next year.
Probably some small stuff like the like those potion bottles.
I was just gonna say those. Okay, so do you want to see my potion bottles I got last year, Yoda? Those same ones you were looking at, I have some.
You have some?
I'll show you. Yep. So look, I have a green one.
Ooh.
That was it? That was it?
And I have a purple one. Aren't they pretty? They're from that same booth.
Oh, those are pretty.
Yeah. I wear them to Ren Fair.
You can wear those?
Yeah.
you
I wear them
belt.
up around my belt.
Actually, I should bring my belt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They get heavy, but it's pretty cool, so.
Yeah.
It's worth it. They make some that are made out of plastic that are lighter for you to wear around as a costume.
I know. I saw some skinnier plastic ones with a cap, and you can take the cap off and actually put liquid in it.
That'd be cool if you could put like your water in.
You can.
Don't.
That's cool.
Vicky says don't.
Yeah. Because it's plastic.
Vicky says don't.
That
That way.
Wrong way.
She's that way.
Wrong way. You're going to the
That's
wall.
not true.
Yeah, but on the camera it's the right way.
This way on the camera, this way real life.
What was your favorite thing from Origins, Yoda?
What was my favorite thing from Origins?
Then we're gonna give Ricky a chance.
My favorite thing from Origins was to knock down the dice with after everyone was done choosing. We were knocking down the dice. That was my favorite part.
That was a really cool
I was
part.
having a hard time picking out the thing I wanted.
And Yoda, tell everybody you were the only one that could do what with the dice. Oh, hold on, because they're saying that your mic isn't working right now.
It's back. No. Hello, hello, hello. What is
I
wrong
can-
with this mic? I'm like losing my mind.
Dun, dun.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello,
Nope,
hello.
nope. Give me a second. Hello, hello,
Yoda, tell
hello.
Abba I can hear you guys, but everyone else can't.
Okay, so
Very low.
But that's better, but now swapping back.
Maybe better?
Hello, 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 hello. It's so weird.
Can you guys hear Alex / Yoda now? They say still low.
Hello.
Yoda,
Hello,
either
hello,
way,
it's
you
back,
can tell
okay.
us. So you were
I don't
the
know why
only
my mic
one
is doing this,
that
I'm
could
sorry for it, but
stack
yeah, it's
the
back.
dice as well, right? You were the only one tall enough.
oh yeah, I was the only one I was the only one tall enough to stack the dice on top of the last dice on top of the stack.
So Yoda was being a really good big brother.
Ricky's
because
offended.
he
She also was
stacking
able
up
to
the
stack
topping
them.
and rocking too.
Yeah, we were all stacking up the dice, and then after that, we would count them up.
Mhm.
Hey, Yoda,
Mhm.
Yeah,
we're gonna give Ricky a chance.
got it.
Say goodnight, everyone.
Good night.
Bye, Yoda. Have a good night.
Alright, we got the last child showing up here. That's because
Alex, you're very delayed for me. I'm gonna leave and come back real quick.
I'm delayed for you.
Is that okay?
Interesting.
Like super delayed.
Sure, hop on back, okay? Go ahead. No, it's empty, and she's back. Guess who's back? Back
That's
again. Meg is back.
Oh, good. What a
Yeah.
night. I'm glad we just decided to do Shell and Tell tonight.
No, I told you earlier, your internet's a little off. But it
It's
could be
not
mine.
It's not mine.
Here's how we know if it's yours or mine. You ready for it? If I come across clearly past the audio thing, but if I come across clearly to chat, then it means my broadcast is broadcasting just fine.
Okay, ready? Both of us wave quickly at the same time and they'll tell us who is clearer. Ready?
Meg, I think it's yours.
But on our own computers... Oh, it is. It's my internet. I'm watching it back.
I know. I'm very aware of what the
Like
issue is.
Cracker Red thing.
Eric's, come on in.
Hello.
When the internet goes down for good? What do you mean for good? Okay. Ricky, you want to show your dragons? To show it to the camera close up. Ricky got one of these 3D printed dragon situations that have become more and more common over the past year or so. That they're very cool. They 3D print in this one link, and they're lots of fun to play with. And you do this, Ricky got showed on the. There you go.
So, Alex, I had told Ricky that I
This is
had
so
one,
confusing.
and I want to show her mine. I don't know if I can reach with my headphones connected, though.
This
Yeah.
is
I might
so
be able
confusing.
to. I don't think I can. Hold
Ricky,
on.
go ahead and get your other dragon.
Dragon number 1, sneaky one.
And you got one other thing too, Rix.
Dragon number 2,
Okay.
winged one.
So tell Ricky that mine is named Sage, and if you look, she's like little succulents.
Oh, look at Meg's.
Oh, cute.
Little baby.
Is Ricky going the wrong direction?
But Alex, tell her name is Sage.
Oh, Meg's dragon's name is Sage, Ricky. What are your dragon's names?
I didn't name them.
Ricky didn't name them. Which is rude and offensive when you think about it.
Yeah.
The one she's holding right now is so cute. It's like a little short guy.
I like it a lot.
It's a little cutie.
Speaking of cuties, Ricky, what's the last thing you got?
I love how I have the same toys your children got.
Oh, Ricky already saw your little octopus on top of your ding dong box and said, I have the same one.
Aww.
Ricky, don't look at this. Just put it in front of the camera.
Ricky got this like little cat sculpture. So there was this booth that had like all different kinds of cat sculptures, but this one she really liked because I believe she wants to try to make a mold with it as well, and then make one in resin because she does a lot of resin stuff.
Of course
She
you
already
would know
does, like,
that,
a
and I
ton of
wouldn't know
stuff in
that.
resin.
No, what?
Ricky, did you want this cat so you can make a resin mold?
I do want to make a resin mold at the same time. I don't think we can make a resin mold because of the size of it.
Mm.
We're also
It
gonna
is
make a
very
sword.
But we have a similar one. I can use it for sculpting. Looking at.
Okay.
And also, it's adorable.
Thank you, Ricky. Is that everything? Anything else, or that's it?
Guys, my internet is just as slow as I am tonight. That's all.
Are you coming up?
Me? I'm not coming up in a second now. Okay, and then lastly, I'll show you the last toy I've won because this is the worst toy by far. This is courtesy
worst?
of it's courtesy of Aunt Meg.
Oh.
Okay, this is a light up gun, which is very cool. Until you hold down it for more than a second, and you get.
They wanted guns. They wanted guns.
Murder.
Meg does have a 6-month ban from the Ratcliffe home now. Yeah. Yeah, these are great.
They
These are.
wanted guns.
Here you go, guys. Enjoy. Good night, all. Thank you very much for showing up
Good night,
and for
everybody.
showcasing.
Good night,
Did you
everybody.
show the big
Yes, we did show.
You guys can take the stuff up if you want.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
No, I'll be there next month.
Yeah, it's gonna be a very short 6-month ban. I think she's here in 2
Should I
weeks.
do this down here or take them up?
What?
Should I just down or take them up?
What?
Should I do this down here? or
You can
take
bring them up. You can take them up.
I'm just gonna leave these down
Eh,
here.
sounds good.
No.
Anyways,
Are you ready? Are you
Yeah.
ready for the go?
I was gonna talk about this, but go ahead.
That's what I was gonna say. So Inside Job is a is a game where you are basically marrying the resistance with the crew. Where you are going to have different hidden roles as basic as something like the resistance, where there are evil people and good people, and you're just trying to suss them out. Depending on the number of players, there's additional hidden roles where either you're the bad guy or you're the decoy, and the decoy can also win. And then further than that, you are just doing different missions where it's something like the crew where you're trying to accomplish different goals. And depending on how you play within those goals, you may say for the goals, it was play only yellow numbers. And you do not have yellow numbers. So you play a pink. People either think you're the bad guy or you genuinely don't have a pink.
I don't have yellow
So it's
numbers,
kind of-
everyone.
Right, so that's kind of where it plays into it with the crew, where it's the crew meets when you fail. Are you actually failing, or are you failing on purpose because you are the bad guy?
So there's a game from Hachette, I believe, that they made a game that had I think it's called Shaman, if not mistaken, that had that vibe as far as being trick taking with hidden roll. And I liked the premise of it while ultimately not liking the actual game. But overall, I like the premise of it, and I'm curious to see how this does it.
Yeah. So if anyone is interested in how it plays, I did play it live during Dice Tower, the marathon, where I don't know if they cut this one into a singular play. Some of them they did, but I don't know if this one was because it was a smaller game. But it is on like the full playthrough, the full live stream. If you want to see how it plays, because I did win the first round. I was the bad guy, and they did not suss me out. So I did do a good job.
I kind of want to bring it up to level up now.
Yeah, I mean it is that kind of amount of lightness where it would be like an end of night game when you don't want to do a ton of rules. It really isn't that heavy at all. It's exactly like the crew meets. If you're failing, are you failing on purpose or because you have to?
Is that a question for real life now? Because, anyways,
Why are you failing, Alex?
it's on purpose. It's on purpose. I'm telling you. I'm gonna grab another small box game, and I'll let you pick one of yours. Let sounds so bad. Then you'll pick one of yours. The next small box one
Yeah,
over here.
I have I can do another small thing. I have lots of small things that aren't games, so I think I could intersperse things.
I have around 1, 2, 3. I have around like 12 games. So if you have 12
Okay,
stuff, we
I
can
have-
alternate.
I have way more than 12 stuff.
Great. So go ahead and grab
If I
something.
do one singular thing at a time.
That works.
So this is just something that was given to me, you guys, that is absolutely adorable. So if you guys know Corey from the Dice Tower, he
I know what it is.
he has a skinless cat. Just kidding. He has a hairless cat. He has one of those Siamese type cat, not Siamese, whatever they are, hairless, whatever it is, not skinless like our friend here from Serapme. But either way, someone got him Crocs for his cat, itty bitty little baby Crocs. So first of all, he showed me the first day of the convention. I think it was Wednesday when we were setting up, and I can't remember what day it was. He gave them to you, right, Alex? Was it on Sunday?
The last day of the convention, he's like, I'm not sure if I'm going to see Meg or not, but I assume you
And
will.
he didn't. So he gave these to Alex, and Alex gave them to me. But these are little Crocs for Miss Nuka. So for anyone who's in our Discord, which, George, if you want to link the Discord now,
He did it.
I will put pictures of us. Well, I know, but he might do it right now. I'll put pictures in the pet channel right now, because I took some of Nuka in her new little Crocs.
He handed me
And I
those
got-
Crocs,
I got some on her back paws and on her front paws.
and I was
It's
so
cute.
confused what they were. I was like, why are you handing me Crocs that are not fit for any person on planet Earth? And then he explained that they're for cats, and I was like, oh, this makes so much more sense now.
They're so cute. So yeah, so there's 2 pictures now of Nuka in the pet pictures.
My second one is going to be a game that I got when I got home. Again, I'm counting like
Thank
the
you,
4 or 5
George.
games that arrived when I got back. But this is actually Witchstone Full Moon. I actually appreciate this one because, Meg, you've played Witchstone, right?
Yes.
Yes. So basically, I did my...
I was gonna say this is not that, but this is a different thing.
It's an expansion.
Oh.
I played Witchstone, and in my video, I basically said, "Hey, I like it, but like there's aspects I kind of wish there was a little bit more to it because."
Sorry, Alex. Is it? I played Witchstone. Was that the one with the?
The cauldrons.
Yep, and the light where you're trying to move and connect the different light parts to the areas.
Yeah. So I did my review of it, and I was like, it's a good game, but I want a little more from it. I thought that the game, I wanted a little bit more from it, and I wasn't sure if I was going to keep it or not. And they actually made my decision a little bit easier because they reached out after my review. They're like, hey, you said you might want an expansion. We just came up with an expansion, and we're going to send you a copy of it. So now I'm going to hoping to dive into this one. I actually started reading the rules already, hoping to dive into this one and see whether it does enough. I find that sometimes when I'm on the cusp of a game, when I really like it and debating keeping it, sometimes an expansion can be the thing that pushes it over for me. So I'm eager to dive back into this one. Meg, if you recall, I showed you Ingenious while we were picking out a game from the Origins library. And you're like, I don't care if it's good or not, I'm not playing a game that looks like that. That's the same designer as Witchstone, and Ingenious is effectively if you just have the cauldron mechanic, and that's it. The whole focus was the cauldron mechanic. And not all of the other things it links to, it was literally just about how you build out your cauldron. That's what Ingenious is like. I like it a lot.
chaining actions?
Not even chaining actions, just placing down tiles and trying to get as much scoring as possible from them. I enjoy Ingenious, it's fun, light, and casual, but hey, I'm also a game snob sometimes, so it's okay if you are too.
Would you rather play Isle of Cats Explore and Draw?
Over Ingenious?
Yeah.
I think so. I own one, not the other, but I think Ingenious has a little bit less. I like Ingenious as a system, but it's a game.
Bring that to level up.
There's many games that I like playing, but don't feel the need to own. Ingenious is the kind of game that I wish it were on BGA. I wonder now if it's on BGA. If it's on BGA, I'm going to make Meg play it. Ingenious is exactly the kind of game that I feel comfortable playing, but don't need to own it. Your turn.
Is that okay? I'm sorry, guys. I'm eating.
I can do the next one if you need an eating break. Snack break.
No, I'm ready. Totally ready. So I was like a brave little toaster at Origins and walked around by myself. I had no Alex because he was working at GameFound. I had no Devin because he had the gall to be in Italy. Miss Danielle Standring was quite busy. And everyone else was not around. Chris George couldn't even be bothered to make it.
Scumbag.
So I walked around a little bit. And I was quite proud of myself because upon walking around, immediately I started talking to people and making friends. So sometimes introverts can leave the house. That's all I'm saying, without their friends. So I wandered over to the Ops booth, which I learned it's the Op, not the OP, and I'm happy to have talked to them in person. Oh my gosh, Alex, do you remember his name? I
No.
remember he's a football coach.
No.
I remember so much about him. I took his card, I'll look for it, but oh my gosh, I can't remember his name. I hate that. Hold on. Guys, we're gonna detour into a different kind of show and tell. This is show and tell night anyway, and story night. We're detouring really quick, but I promise we're gonna get back. This is a true girl conversation. This is a Zelda book that my mom gave me years ago. And for those of you that know, my mom passed away, so I'm very sentimental about things she gave me. It's fine, don't worry. But she gave me this, and it's the Zelda book. And I'm not even sure exactly what it was for. Maybe it's meant to be like an address book or something like that. Because I'll show you blank pages first. These are blank pages. I'm not really sure what it was like destined to be. Maybe just, I don't know, some kind of notebook, whatever. But what I did is business cards fit perfectly 3 in a row. So I stapled them inside, and this is what I use now for all of my business cards, for things like this. So now, oh no, there's one from Floodgate that's upside down. Oops. Nope, most of this is upside down. This one page. Oh, okay. These pages come out because they're like binder things. It was the entire page was upside down. That makes much more sense. So I swear I had a card from him. That's what I'm looking for, Alex. And I'm sorry, because that was a hardcore detour. Like, from the Alp. No, and I didn't even staple his in yet, so I don't know what happened to his business card. So anyway, the guy from the Alp, he was super nice. I want to say his name was Chris, but I cannot remember. Oops. He talked to me for a while. He was really, really cool, talked to me for a while, knew my content. We just talked about like working together, stuff like that. So things may be coming from them, just games that I'll be covering that they send. But he even asked me to bring Alex by, whatever. I bring Alex by. The one thing I asked for were these Hello Kitty dice. I thought they were so cute. I have plenty from them anyway right now. I have Marble Dice Throne. I have Quest of Yore.
Yeah.
I got rid of Hues and Cues. So anything I want from them I have besides Sorcerer's Arena, which actually I probably should have asked for. But I really wanted these Hello Kitty die. They're premium die. I haven't opened it yet. So now we can chit-chat and tell more stories while I open this, because I believe they come in a tin. And the tin is pretty as well, but I haven't opened it yet. Ugh. Have the two of you complete the puzzles on the Gloomhaven campaigns? Have the two of you complete the puzzles?
Are you referring to the Gloomhaven?
No, Brian. No, Brian. I have not. I've beaten the main Gloomhaven story, and I've gotten quite close. I have not gotten spoiled from the internet yet, which please do not spoil us now or spoil me now. But I have not beaten the Gloomhaven one, although I have quite a few clues now. And for Frosthaven, if there is a overall story puzzle, no, but there was one puzzle scenario we did that was amazing that is up on the channel. But I assume that you're asking if we've beaten the overall puzzle of the game, which we haven't even scratched the surface of yet.
Do you know what also has fun puzzles to solve?
The Emerald Flame,
Tenaris Adventures.
Tenaris Adventure, and the Emerald Flame.
Yeah. I was wondering if Byron meant the backer campaign, and then you immediately jumped into the puzzles.
Oh.
Well, so I wasn't aware of puzzles in Gloomhaven, so I was like, I guess you're talking about back end. Then you started answering. I was like, oh, never mind. I was wrong.
Okay, well, oops.
No, we have not touched the backer campaign.
That's funny. There are puzzles within the game as well. So, here is the dice set up close. Which is just a different thing for each set, but here's the tin that it comes in as well, which is all Hello Kitty. Super cute. I'm happy with it. Thank you to the op. And I think Chris, but I'll find his name. Tenaris Adventures.
Has puzzles.
Has puzzles.
Yeah, it has some interesting puzzles, like lots of fun. Like I've solved a few of them. Some are harder than others, but they'll give you these logical puzzles to jump through, and they are fun. They're fun. I like them a lot.
Do you think similar to like the one we did in Frosthaven?
So I believe I've encountered 2 main puzzles, and the
what in Tenaris?
In Tenaris, one of them was a huge numbers game where you have to kind of transcribe rune things into numbers, and so off the bat you can figure out that this rune must be a 7, but you have to figure out all the rest of them in order to come up with a code, and like you really have to chart it out. There's actually, it reminds me of a puzzle. There's a fun puzzle which we're going to do right now. Speaking of tangents, here's me thinking, please, tangents are for Meg. I'm not going to tangent. I don't have a tangent, but now we're going to tangent.
Tangents are for Meg.
Yeah, I'm going to tangent now hard, so give me a second to find a thing. I'm going to show you a thing, and then we're going to tangent. In fact, Oh, this is my...
I'm so mad. I feel like I lost this card.
I'm writing this on the same scrap that I did Meg's puzzles on, so it's appropriate.
Oh, nice.
Okay. This is a puzzle you can solve at home. Okay, it has a logical answer. Okay, 1 second.
Brian, I am not surprised at all. I'll have Alex answer, but between us, since I don't work for any publisher.
Yeah, leave it to
Or
me, who
something.
works for GameFound. Sure.
Right. Like, yeah, you can do whatever you want, but I'm not surprised. I think they try to do too many things within one campaign, and for someone of my opinion, I don't know. I'm just gonna say that. I'm not gonna.
I'll riff. We'll have fun here. This is a hangout, okay? We should do this more often. So this is the puzzle, okay? So the puzzle is... Well, do that. Spend plus more equals money. Okay, that's the puzzle. Now, the rules are simple. The plus is not like a fake thing. It's a literal plus. Spend plus more equals money. The rules, the only rules you need are that every single letter represents a unique number. So if the S is a 7, then there's nothing else that's a 7, and all S's are 7s. Okay, that's the only rule you need to know. Spend plus more equals money. That is a solvable puzzle with logic. Not just guesswork, but with logic, you can figure out the answer to that puzzle. Okay? There we go. If anyone wants to do that at any point or wants a reminder, feel free. But just next to me aboard at work or on the train, spend plus more equals money. Going back to the puzzles, so Daenerys had one puzzle we had to kind of do something like that. We had to try to assign to a rune a value, which was very challenging and very rewarding to solve. And the other one I don't remember exactly, but it was more of a logic puzzle, and I don't remember much about it, but I also thought it was very rewarding and fun to go through. Let's take a tangent for Back-Kit. Speaking of Gloomhaven, Alex, are you surprised at the slow start to the Back-Kit campaign? Number 1, regular disclaimer that I work for GameFound. Take that into account.
While you discuss this, I'm just going to show off a pair of earrings I got because people can look while they listen.
So, cool. So, keep in mind that I work for... How are we not supposed to react to dagger earrings, Meg?
I know. Guys, these were $6. I paid $6 for these dagger earrings. Well, but I'll continue to show now.
Yeah, cool. So, going back to Gloomhaven, I work for GameFound, take that into account. I do have data as to the... There's no such thing as a perfect apples-to-apples comparison, but there are comparison points. I do believe it's relevant to say this, but I do believe, based on data... I guess I'll just give you the data. You can do your own information.
Just go at it.
Yeah, I just want to be fully transparent about all things.
Are we an hour in?
52 minutes.
We're 52 minutes into show and tell. It's only best friends here.
So, the data... the problem is I have data. I just don't want to be... I don't want to... I'm mindful of bias and conflicts and all those things.
Okay, well then think out how you want to say it.
No, I got it. I'm just going to give hard data instead, and I'll separate data into opinions.
Data.
Hard data is as follows.
Soft data is floppy.
It's impossible to perfectly predict what happens to one campaign versus another on platforms. It's just impossible. You cannot do it. You could have the exact same campaigns and have reasons why they would do better on one platform versus another. But what I can say is that on average, the average GameFound reprint campaign, meaning a campaign that was on Kickstarter and then they did a reprint and expansion on GameFound, the average for when that happens is that they receive 69% higher funding. Okay, that's the average.
Holy moly, are you kidding?
No, but that's not good enough. Because the question...
Are you kidding? No.
I'm not kidding, but that's not good enough, because there's a thing. That's a great data point.
Mom Gamer.
It's a good selling point. The problem is, that's great, but it's a reprint and expansion, and then buzz and hype are things. So, yes, Brian, it was 67, but I update as it goes. The most recent update is 69%. I know. Anyways, but...
Hard data is 69%.
The question, though, is what's the average Kickstarter reprint campaign? Because
that's good.
Because you need to know both. Yeah.
Okay.
And so when he goes from Kickstarter
Wait a minute. Is there data from GamePound to Kickstarter for reprint puzzles?
Very few. There's only like 2 that I've done it. There's only like 2 that I've ever done it. So
once you go GamePound, you don't go back, baby.
That's true. But anyways, so Kickstarter to Kickstarter, the average, and I have a caveat here, the average is 31%. Okay, so it's 31% higher on Kickstarter, 69% higher on GameFound. The caveat I have to give for full transparency is when I say 69% on GameFound, I mean every single reprint campaign, period. When I say 31% on Kickstarter, I mean from a limited subset of around 100 campaigns. I have not done all of them because there's so many, but from a subset of just going through it and not cherry picking the data, the average is 31%, but it's not every campaign. Then the last one is Kickstarter to Back-Kit. there's a lower number of campaigns that are eligible here. There's only like 5 or so that have done it, reprint from Kickstarter to BackKit, but the average is around 10% higher. In other words, BackKit it still is higher, but BackKit is the lowest performing from the data sets I'm looking at. And that kind of is a general opinion of looking at data, meaning combine that and combine with what I see, I do believe that a campaign on BackKit does fund lower than it would on Kickstarter or GameFound. That is a belief substantiated by some degree of data. Going back to Gloomhaven, I do not think that the drastic misalignment between expectations and reality is due to BackKit. I think if it would have been on Kickstarter, maybe it would be at 3 million instead of 2.5. If it'd be on GameFound, maybe it'd be at 3 million or 3.5 instead of 2.5. It would be higher, but I do not think we're talking about. I think mostly it's a miss on the campaign itself and finding that target market fit. I completely agree with Meg in terms of they didn't have a focus and they're so all over the place and they have such weird decisions along the way that, like, for instance, the miniatures for Gloomhaven 2nd Edition, the miniatures come a year later. Like, who cares? Like, why are you getting the miniatures for this, but you want 2nd Edition so you can dive into it a year before the miniatures? I think that my initial prediction, somebody asked me, 5 minutes before the campaign launched, somebody asked me what my prediction was. And I said 5 million. I said that was my prediction. And then I kind of paused. I was like, maybe I'm being too harsh. I was like, let's call it 5 to 8. Like, I don't know. I was like, I don't think it goes higher than 8. But my initial answer was 5 million before I hedged it because I felt like I was being too pessimistic. Now 5 million would be a win for them. Right now, if they hit 5 million by the time it's done, right now it's on track to hit 3.5 to 4 million by the time it's done. Just based in general, the Kickstarter's fund. Go ahead.
And my biggest thing, which again, like, I'm not someone who's really on this side of things, so like I don't know, but like from someone from the outside, to bundle a miniatures campaign with a 2.0 and an RPG, if most people are backing the 2.0 and or the RPG and not enough people are backing the miniatures, they're still going to have to produce that many molds and that many miniatures because it's a successful campaign. So even if, like, this, say 25% of the whole campaign is just people backing the miniatures, they're still going to have to produce those even though, like, they're only getting $500,000 toward the miniatures or whatever it is.
And that many, it's like 500 molds, like, it's a lot.
Like, the miniatures should have been alone from the get-go, and it's, like, it stresses. I'm getting stressed thinking about how it's separate.
Yeah, it looks like, just looking at a basic mold, injection molds for the initial mold cost anywhere between 1,000 to 25,000, depending on a large variety of factors. But on the low end, at 1,000...
25,000, or do you mean 2,500?
25,000.
25,000 for a mold?
1,000 to 25,000, depending on how complex the molds are and a large variety of factors.
It could be a big mold, though.
Whether you can fit multiple miniatures into a single mold, which is something that can be done. And so there's different things you can do. So it's a very large variety. A general,
okay, so I know nothing about that.
Yeah, a 3,000 to 6,000 is the more normalized range. So let's say if you assume 3,000 times 500 miniatures or whatever it is that it is. So 3,000 times 500 miniatures. What's the math on that? That's 3,000. That's 15,000 times another 2 zeros. 150,000. 1.5 million. Is that 1.5 million for molds? At 3,000 per mold, I think it's 1.5 million, right?
Maybe.
It's either 1.5 or 100,000, which do 500 times 3,000. Yes, 1.5 million. Wow.
Well, that's, like, behind you on the floor.
Yes.
Can you, like, angle it or something? Because, like,
it's not
this is me having tired eyes, but it's so bright.
It's not supposed to be angled this way. It's supposed to be angled that way.
Well, see, I knew.
Yeah.
Something was wrong. Something was off. This is not the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah, so I mean, that's assuming at 3,000 per mold, which I think it's still on the low range. Yeah. Oh, petrified.
Okay,
oh my gosh.
What's next on,
Well, we're gonna cover another game, and then we'll cover more questions from chat. We're gonna have fun. We should do this all the time.
Yeah. I know, I still have a lot to show.
Crap.
What?
George might be right. It's been a while.
I love that George cracked the code and is like, you're wrong.
George, you're right. It's send more money. It's send more money. George, did you remember that, or have you just been stuck on this?
Or did you Google it?
Or did you Google it?
Good job, George. He might have Googled it after it didn't make sense. Like,
yeah, no, because the first logical puzzle, the first thing that you do is a logical puzzle.
This puzzle
is resulting in a 5-digit number.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's logic, it's not guesswork. George, I feel bad for you, man. No more Alex. No more Alex, no stop.
Uh-oh. What keeps happening, Alex?
Hello? We're back.
Why is
I
this
don't
happening?
I don't know. This is something that has happened, like it happens like once every other stream. Now it's happening 17 times in one stream. I've never been happy with this mic, but it's all good. George,
What mic that I'm on?
that's not, I've done that in the past and everyone complains.
Oh, and they hate it?
Yeah.
Well, because it sucks.
Yeah. George,
So
I
that's what I
said,
listen to.
did you figure that out because you got stuck? Did you remember it because you know this, or did you Google it? Or other?
Can you change your settings in Discord so I just hear the better mic?
Yeah, I could, but then the only issue is the better mic's not always available. So right now I can do it easily. Watch, ready? Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Hello.
I've come to talk
I
to
can't hear-
you again.
You do keep cutting out.
No, I don't keep cutting out. That's not, it's happening.
It's fine now.
Okay.
Keep going.
We haven't spoken since 1903. Around the turn of the century. And the other two games I got are these two games. Okay? Actually, three of them. I actually got three. I forgot. I missed one. So, basically, the math wasn't mathing with a P. Yeah, I messed up, George. I'm sorry. I did it by memory and I forgot. And the first logical clue is two four-digit numbers. Anyways, so I actually got three games. I just forgot to grab one of them. I already have That's So Clever, and I have Clever Cubed. I used to have Twice as Clever, but I got rid of it, and I didn't have Clever Forever, nor do I have That's Pretty Clever for Kids, which apparently is a thing that I didn't know about, and so I picked up three of these at the Stronghold Games booth. I picked up Clever Forever, Clever for Kids, and Twice as Clever, which I had gotten rid of. I think I gifted to somebody, and I regret that now. But anyways, I now have the entire set of 5 Clever games, and I grabbed these at Origins, because it was fun. Dun 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 dun.
I'm not crazy about these, Alex. I know you love them, and I'm not crazy about them.
Swab me, first of all, I feel seen. Second of all is, I bet these, so this one, no idea this one. But, I love That's So Clever, I've had that for years. Clever Cubed, I think, was a great version of it. And Twice as Clever, I don't know. I got rid of it. I remember getting rid of it because it wasn't as good as That's So Clever. But now that I like Clever Cubed, I kind of want them all. So, like, I'm here for them all. Like, I want it all. And I know Daniel Standring really liked Clever Forever as well. So, we'll see how it goes. But, Meg, you only played one of them one time, right?
Yeah.
The next time we're on a road trip or a plane or something, I'm bringing one of these.
On a road trip, yeah, we'll do it on the road trip.
Road trip, excellent plan, great plan. What are they gonna call the next Clever? Clever 5 Ever. Honestly, we got stuck on that on one of our live streams. I'm not gonna get stuck in it again. Petrified, you and Srebmom and Meg, all of you can leave, okay? I have 24 other people in chat who I'm friends with. Honestly, I think That's So Clever holds up. I really do. I think it does. I feel
like that's me holding on to Talisman.
If I play That's So Clever for you and then question whether it should be in my collection, we'll have a talk. But
what?
If I play That's So Clever with you and then go, huh, you're right, it's not that good, we can talk.
I still like Talisman. I'll stab you.
You see, now we're both all violent tonight. Anyways, Meg, your turn. Do one of your thingies.
Well, as you guys know, I have recently become obsessed with Castles of Burgundy on BGA. And so, I got these earrings. Which I'm only going to take them out of the package because they're not spinning the correct way. And I want them right side up when I show you. Well, look at how cute. So Foam Brain Games makes a lot of cute things. And I guess to speed this up, I might show you the other thing I got from them. But look at how cute these little earrings are.
You said it reminds you of Castles of Burgundy, or you said it reminds you of castles? Because it is castles.
What?
Do you say it reminds you of Castles of Burgundy, or did I make that up?
Yes, that's what I said.
Okay.
This little castle.
I heard castles, and I'm so mentally stuck on games that I wasn't sure if I imagined you saying Castles of Burgundy.
No. You heard it.
I was like, is this me being that guy who only cares about games again? Because yes, the answer is yes.
They also have this bag, which I've wanted for a really long time. I saw this online first. But they made a bunch of bags that are for, like, different D&D classes and different D&D things. And they had this one for the gelatinous ooze, which is so cute. Which, Alex, speaking of this gelatinous ooze bag, I don't think you did this because you're definitely not as sentimental as I am, but I wrote down different things for us to discuss as well that just, like, happened at Origins. Because I believe part of this was recap and part of this was show and tell, and we've been doing hardcore show and tell. But
with
guys,
tangents, with lots of tangents for personality.
With lots of tangents for personality and lots of children interruptions, so it's totally worth it. But speaking of gelatinous oozes, or gelatinous cubes, Oozes are from from Gloomhaven. They're gelatinous cubes. I don't know what I've been saying today, but I have been drinking again. So there was it Friday night, Alex?
I think so.
Friday night there was a party by Foreteller, and if you guys know, I am like BFFs with Foreteller now. I absolutely love them. I always have been, but the more I get to spend more and more time with them, I just absolutely adore the entire team. Adam is amazing. He's one of my favorite humans that exist, although he's actually a skeleton. Nicole is amazing. She is so sweet, and her and I got to talk so much this time that I may even like try to hang out with her outside of the gaming space. I really, really love her. And Thomas is great. Thomas, I didn't get to spend too much time talking to, but he's always awesome every time I see him. We talked a bit, just not like as much as me and Nicole. So they threw a party Friday night at, do you remember the name of the place? Barley's?
Barley's, yes. I was like, I don't remember.
I remember everything. At Barley's, and it was in a basement, and they redid the whole basement that they had, like, different fog machines, and Adam set up a gelatinous cube. So there's pictures on my Instagram if you guys want to see. You don't have to, or, like, you might have already, but he built a gelatinous cube photo booth thing that we got to take pictures in, and then there was just like a bunch of people to talk to, and it was, I wanted to bring this up because Alex is going to talk about it, because you guys should know, well, I think you guys already do know if you know him. Alex hates bars. He hates those atmospheres. He hates going to these kind of parties. He stayed there for 4 hours. He loved it. So the vibe for this place, it was just like maybe he just like kind of liked it, but the vibe of this place was the right people. It was a bunch of people we love. Toward the end, even Andrew Santaro from Chip Theory showed up. So it was,
you're right,
like,
I loved it.
We were vibing so hard. It was great people the whole time, even people that were coming in and out. It was like great people were showing up as other people were leaving. It was a really, really great party. And I want to bring it up because if we do something like this for a Gen Con, like a recap again, the Gen Con party I expect to be much more crazy, much more loud. We'll probably go for like 45 minutes. It's just like a different type of atmosphere. But this one was so perfect, especially to like kick off the summer season for like this type of crew. It was so special. I just had such a good time. If you guys ever go to the cons or have seen the cosplayer, and God, I can't remember her name now, Alex, if you can look it up. I think it's Monique.
Any more context? Monique cosplayer?
The cosplayer that is for Cephalofair, that she does like the banner spear, and she's done other things as well. She did a Mandalorian bell, but she's good friends with Nicole from Foreteller, and she was there. I want to say her name was Monique.
Monica Paprocki?
Monica. You're right. It is Monica. It was Monica. I was so close. So yeah, she was like super cool. We got to talk. I got to talk to her. Yeah. It was a good time.
Yeah, I like people. I don't like settings in which you have to yell to be heard. And I would say the bar, sometimes I go to a bar and I feel it's like that all the time. This particular bar scene was light enough that it was overall pretty darn good. I would say I definitely had moments of very much fun, and then lots of moments of just having a generally okay time. It's not my go-to. Like, even the meetup we did was still a slightly bar atmosphere. It's like I'm very specific. I like people a lot. I just like them in the right settings a lot more.
What about the glass die?
The glass die I like. It's up there in terms of me liking it. It's still not my go-to. My go-to is still just me hanging out with my friends. But it is up there. It's a good setting. Yeah. Okay. I'll answer Stella Prince now. Nat asked about why Stella Prince failed. Meg, Stella Prince is those wall hanging things, the Andrew Bosley wall prints. That campaign dropped hard. And they're going to reapproach it.
You just cut out again, Alex.
No, stop it.
It's your mic cutting out and coming back, so there's nothing for you to fix, I don't think. I think it's when it cuts out and comes back.
Yeah, I don't know exactly. It's just, I don't know what caused it, but if I re-plug it, it works again. Anyways,
so guys, just for context, the mic that Alex was using, he stores on the floor directly in front of his heater that he uses in the winter all winter to pump out like 90-degree heat, and gets extremely hot to touch during the winter. I wonder why it keeps cutting out.
I resent you just a little bit. Anyways.
You do it all, you leave it directly in front of the heater for like at least the past year that I've known you.
That's not the issue at all. Anyways, so what was I saying? What were you talking about? Oh, I love Stop Me. Oh, it was until Meg started scolding. You all
Guys,
are the
literally,
best.
like, he puts on the ground directly in front
It's
of his
not the
like,
issue.
electric heater. Alex, send a picture. Put it how you store it all set up. Send a picture, but put
I'm
it
gonna put
in
my
front
mug
of it how you.
here. I'm gonna put this here. This is
Guys, it gets hot to touch. He is melting it. I know it.
yeah. I'm not melting it. It's all good. If I was melting it, other problems would occur. Anyways, so basically,
yeah, for sure. Besides it breaking.
no. I'm saying like this wire's all over the place.
Besides it not working whatsoever. I'm
No,
sure other
no,
things
no,
would
no.
also happen.
What would cause it to
I
randomly?
think it's gonna say. I think it's gonna look up at you and go, Alex, broken now.
But it works fine. It just disconnects. Why is it disconnecting? It's never an issue. Anyways, what were we talking about before? Oh, now the sign thing, Stellar Prince. So Stellar Prince, I think there was also some degree of target mismatch, although I don't know why, because that's one, like the Gloomhaven one, I definitely would have, I predicted it would not do as well as like they thought it would, for sure. But Stellar Prince, I don't know what their expectations were, but I'm surprised that they only got 47 backers. I would definitely think that campaign should and would do better, so I don't know what happened there, and I feel bad about it. That's all. I don't know. They relaunched. My next thing to talk about is going to be, this one is definitely going to count this. I'm definitely going to count this as a Gen Con game, because Origins game, because I was kind of supposed to pick up the Origins, but they shipped me a copy instead. And Meg, that's this guy.
Ooh,
Did you see this?
This is one I want to play.
Do you?
Yes, sir.
Ooh.
By Japanime.
Japanime. That was sort of by Japanime. It's actually by like Far Side or something like that, or
Yeah.
I don't know. Japanime picked it up because it is very
I
much
get
in their
emails
wheelhouse.
by them.
Yeah. Very much in their wheelhouse. This is one that, I mean, the reflection's messing it up over here, but
It is.
basically, I can take this off. I
Take the
can,
shrink off. Take
Ooh.
the shrink off.
but do I want to unbox
Well,
it?
Alex is he's shrinking. I will show you guys. Inside of this ooze bag, I
might
have
wanna
their
unbox
card
it.
here. Because I complete. Well, but you can take the shrink off, right?
Not if I'm
Or no?
unboxing it. I like that sense of pristine, never been touched before.
You want to do it for Camp Co-op?
What's the upside?
We feel super special. That's all. It's just for us. That's all. We don't have to feel special. It's okay.
Nope, I'm just not
okay.
going to unbox this now.
No, Alex.
I can make you guys feel special, but I'm already on the fence about unboxing it. I'm not going to unbox it if the
Could
string's
you
off.
accidentally just rip the back off so it's not shiny? Like, that's all we care about. Just rip the back part a little bit. Have that be, like, where you start when you do it. This is a compromise. This is called a Camp Co-op compromise.
Say your thing while I do this.
You're quieter a little bit, just so you know.
No. Fudge nuggets.
Fudge nuggets, well, you're getting louder. So, there's this company, and it's called Luxury Playstyle Designer Game Pieces.
Yeah.
And this is their card that I got. So they make different game pieces that are, they're on Etsy and stuff, that they have gold-plated, like, Arkham Horror components and things like that. So they have a bunch that are really, really cool. They have ones for Arkham Horror, they have things for Magic, I forget what else they had, but they also had just plain coins. So the coins were, like, the most affordable, so I got just, like, a bunch of different coins. I'm wondering if I should switch to my overhead, but I won't. I'll just try to do it like this. Ugh! So these are, like, a bunch of coins, that are, I'll show you guys the different designs now. I only got 2 sets, and they're 2 sets of 10, so I have 20 coins total. But these ones are, like, limited edition and gold-plated. So that's, like, actual gold, just, like, on top. They're not, like, solid gold. But they're, like, these little Sakura coins.
They look much
Yeah.
cooler. Why is my mic...
Very pretty.
Okay, give me a second.
Epic 77 seems redundant. Yeah. Is it Epic 77, Alex?
No.
It's just like they said it twice. So cool, we said it twice.
Actually, Epic 77. Give me a second here.
Yeah, so these are fun, and I'm gonna use them as coins for different things, like even when I do, like, my Ren Fairy stuff and my costumes and whatnot. I feel special, Alex. The shrink breakage was worth it. Aw, thanks, Alex. See, they feel special. We do it for Camp Co-op. So those are the coins that I got. Are you back? Oh, you sound way better now. Holy moly.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out which setting it is over here.
I'll keep going.
Go ahead.
Alex has way more games, and I have way more small things that I just got because I'm a weirdo. But that same place that I got the $6 dagger earrings from, I will make you guys guess how much I paid for this because I thought it was a super affordable booth. It was these two ladies that just make a bunch of stuff on their own. I wonder if I have their... I believe this is their information. So if you guys want to know, it's Mystic Tomes and Treasures. So this is them.
Yeah.
These were the people that made those dagger earrings, but they also made this heart thing. So it's like a heart stone. It's just flat. I'm sure they like just somehow sanded it or whatever. I got it to hold jewelry inside. So like I'm gonna have it on my desk and just have like whatever little jewelry in it as like a catch-all. But it was hilarious because when I showed it to Danielle Sandring, she goes, "Ooh, an ashtray," and I was like, "Oh, I got it for jewelry." She was like, "Oh, that makes sense too." But guess how much this was, you guys? I assume it's just like some sort of like general quartz crystal. Like it's definitely not glass, it's some sort of crystal, but I bet it's like the more generic kind and cheapy kind. Which is still fine because I love it. It's beautiful. Robbie says 15. I made Alex guess, which the thing is when you make people guess how much something was, it's like, oh, you know I either like paid a lot or got a deal.
Yeah.
It was $10. $10. So I paid $10 for this, $6 for the earrings, $16 total, and I was a very happy girl.
Going back to
Right,
Epic
Alex.
7. So Epic 7 over here, this is a solo and or cooperative game which you're going to be going through a sequence of kind of a sort of dungeons, but like it almost seems less dungeon crawlery and more just step-by-step iterative. But you're going to have your heroes, you're going to be going through it. It's very much a Japanime game in case you're wondering. That's definitely a Japanime game over there. But, yeah, that's about as Japanime as it gets.
Definitely. Oh my god. There was a funny point where someone said something about like the personality thing brings to Board Game Co. And I looked to another girl that was there with me and we went like personality.
Wait, what happened? What happened?
Never mind.
Whoa.
Think that it's too niche.
No, I want to hear this happen.
It was when we were talking to Jeremy Howard at the place getting food at the coffee place.
And what happened? What happened? I missed it.
We were like obviously like I don't know, never mind.
I totally missed that.
It was a joke where you said I brought like more personality than Devin, and I looked back to Crystal and went personality.
Interesting.
I realized now we're still live streaming.
Yeah, we are. I missed that.
It was just a joke that happened.
Anyways.
If you guys want to know the other funny joke that happened, we'll say all the distasteful stuff now. Because this was my favorite joke of Origins. You know what I'm going to say, right, Alex?
No.
So Alex and I ran into the Hungry Gamer. If any of you guys know him, he's on YouTube. He has a great channel. Go check him out. But he often takes pictures of him biting boxes. So, like, say he was going to take a picture, it's like biting it. So he went to take a picture with a fan, and the fan said the fan wanted him to pretend he was biting him, and he was telling us that story.
Yep.
And I said, "Funny, no one's ever asked me to sit on them." And everybody laughed. It was very, very funny.
It was almost worse than that. You said no one's asked me. You didn't say ever. Ever would have almost made it better. You made it sound like it's regular.
No one's asked me to sit on them yet.
You're like, oh, that's good. No one's asked me to sit on them yet. And it was like a yet, almost like you expected it to happen.
It was really funny, you guys. It was really good.
I was gagging, and the Hungry Gamer was like, I'm so glad you're here, Alex, to shelter me from all this discomfort. Yeah. My next one is actually a series of games that Meg's going to want to know about, because I got this on the package and I got home from Gen Con. We got two small box games here. These are the Last Stronghold and the Forgotten Road, which are both, I believe they're both solo. I think...
Wait,
What?
when did you get these?
They arrived back home. They're my post-origins haul.
Are you kidding?
So this one over here is basically, this is a solo game specifically. It's a hand management game where you need to play cards. It's very, very, very cool looking. Got a nice vibe to it, and specifically solo. The Last Stronghold is solo and or cooperative, but that's not what the one I'm going to make Meg jealous with. The one I'm going to make Meg jealous with is the Hand of Destiny.
Whoa.
And this is the size of it. And it's a hand management game where you're going to be holding cards in your hand. It's a three games. This one specifically is hand management, where you're managing a hand of cards in a solo little puzzle. from Barrett Publishing. Yeah.
Very cool.
This is definitely going to be traveling with me the next time I do. And did you ever return Palm Island?
No. We
Cool,
talked
cool.
about it, and he said, don't worry, I'll try to show it to you. I think we'll probably try to meet up at Gen Con.
Nice. I like
He
him.
said to hold on to it until he could show it to me, but we just ran out of time.
Yeah, this
Because
one-
I was babysitting the entire day Sunday.
Can't imagine why, Meg. Can't imagine why. Yeah, so there's a degree of hand management there and stats, not focusing well on it, but yeah, you can see kind of how they're holding a hand of cards. But anyways, yeah, I'm very intrigued by this one. I'm very intrigued by this series of games from Bear Publishing. I backed this one a while ago because it looked cool, and hopefully they are cool. But also, as Sweb Mom knows, I have been very disappointed by micro games that I've been backing. I keep backing like sets of micro games, being like, ooh, they're gonna be fun, and they're all abject, horrific failures.
Just
So
back print and plays instead.
back what?
Print and plays instead.
No. Wait, George is coming to level up, or George is not coming to level up, right?
I think he's not. George, are you?
No, he says not.
George, can we talk you into it?
George, I've already sent a custom video. Actually, speaking of George, Meg, can you do me a favor? Can you send
Yes.
Georgitas custom, what's it
George
called?
Georgiata?
George Georgiatis, a custom voice video message, basically saying, do you want him to come to Gen Con?
Yes. I certainly
Devin,
can.
myself, and so far Crystal. You've met Crystal. Oh, Crystal, yeah. Devin, myself,
Should I
Crystal.
be crying?
That would help.
Okay.
Yeah, we're
I
doing
can
a
do that.
video bombardment to get George to show up.
I could cry.
Yeah. Cool. And
George, can we talk you into it is the question.
yeah, we would love to talk you into it. But if not, Meg, your next trinket. What's your next trinket? I still have like actual Origins trinkets. I'm still halfway cheating on this.
I haven't started on any games yet.
Yeah.
So, this is the first of two things that I got from the one, the only Mr. Alex Radcliffe. If you guys know, this is hilarious. If you guys know, which I don't know if many of you do, but some of you probably do. I sleep in. I like to sleep in. Sleeping is kind of my favorite. And we go to conventions together or do these group plans, and Alex wants to do certain things. He wants to play DEI at 9 a.m. or go down to this booth or that booth or do all these different things. And I say no and let him go off on his own because I am still sleeping.
What did I get you?
You're gonna remember as soon as you see it because it was so perfect. So, as soon as I saw it, I showed it to him and he said, get that, which is then when I got it, which is hilarious that he now forgets. But I got this keychain that says,
yes.
that says,
I forgot this one.
not one to brag, but I made it out of bed.
Yeah. I do remember that. That was perfect.
Which is absolutely perfect, especially because we were at a convention dealing with me not wanting to do things early, like coffee meetings with different people, because it was too early for my sleepy bum. Very, very cute. Thank you, Alex.
Absolutely. I totally forgot. My next one is going to be a large box game I actually came back from Origins with, which is Mistwind.
Ooh!
Mistwind is designed by Daryl Andrews, and I'm hoping to play this Sunday. We'll see what happens. But Mistwind is designed by Daryl Andrews. The art and miniatures is top notch. It's from First Fish Games, who previously have done like 2 duck games, something like that, 2 smaller box games. This is going to be a bigger box for them. I'd show you the back, but the back is this, because prototype. So not nearly as cool.
Demo copy.
But yeah, it looks very cool. They have this demoed and set up. They showed me a brief idea of it. It looks to be some degree of pick up and deliver. But I like Daryl Andrews, and I like the art, and that's enough for me to say I'm interested in trying it. It's not enough for me to say whether I like it or not. That's an entirely different conversation. But yeah, that's a box I came back from Origins with.
Okay. The other thing I will show you guys quickly is the other thing I got from Alex, which was a pre-Origins type gift. But again, very me, because if you guys know, and I think all of you know this, my phone always dies. I don't charge it. It's kind of a thing I think about last minute. It's not something I really consider ever, and especially now that I'm doing stuff like content for Board Game Co., it's kind of important for my phone to not die. So Alex got himself a new battery pack, and I now have a battery pack. And I just wanted to show it off because I'm honestly excited that I put really cool stickers on it.
Yeah.
So these are Ginny D stickers that one says tough luck, which I think is hilarious that it's like tough luck your phone died. And then this is a 1985 game sticker that I put on it, so I'm also very excited. But again, if you guys know, I really like white electronics. So like I have my white Ember mug I have my white lamp, which you can only kind of tell is white. And I'm sorry, I just like did that on you. I have my white Yeti. So I really like white things. My camera's white, all of that. So thank you, Alex, because he got what? It was a buy one get one free, and you got a black and a white one.
So I was shopping for one for myself because I have previously, for the past several conventions, I've been working with this guy over here who was like an $8 Target one that never really worked great, and I feel like it's been harder and harder to actually charge effectively from it. And so I went shopping. George, I'm with you completely. Okay, we're gonna show you something. And so I went shopping on Amazon, and I specifically wanted something that held more battery power. So I found something that has 15,000 mAh, which effectively is 3 full charges for my phone. And so no, Meg, you have phone. Meg has sound.
Guys, I think if it's not, give it like a hot second, because it might just be like getting boopy. Like it's getting. I think sometimes it's just angry a little bit.
So I found this charger pack that was on Amazon for I think it was like $15 for a 2-pack of these. It was maybe 15, was it 20? No, I think it's 15, but either way, it was like $15 for a 2-pack, one stark black and one stark white. And so immediately, as soon as I saw that, I was like, one, I need that for myself anyways, and two is Meg's phone dies all the freaking time. And because she likes white electronics, I was like, ooh, we're gonna get that. But yeah.
So thank you, Alex. And yeah, I want to show it off mostly because I like the stickers I put on it. I think they're cute.
My next thing is going to be another game that technically I didn't come back from Origins with, but only because they had already shipped it to me, and it was at Origins, and that's Cretaceous Rails.
Oh my gosh, wait. You took that home?
No, they shipped it to me before the convention. I just arrived while I was at Origins.
Why didn't they send one to me?
Have you worked with them before?
Oh my god, I wish I got free games sent to me all the time.
Yes, Stacy, absolutely I will. But yeah, this is Cretaceous Rails over here. This is a rail and dinosaur game, basically. Rail and dinosaur game where you have like putting out rails and dinosaurs all at the same time. That was in the haul video. Yes, it was George. Good eye on that. But this is from the designer of For Glory. Okay,
Would you say it's a little on rails?
Actually, it's dinosaurs. It's a lot on rails. The same publisher who made For Glory over here. They made For Glory, and now they're making Cretaceous Rails, which are two very, very different games. But I really enjoy For Glory. I'm looking forward to diving into Cretaceous Rails. Petrified, when you say the binocular effect tripped you up, do you mean you saw something else? Is that what you mean? Because I understand that. Meg, this is the binocular effect.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, okay, cool.
You saying whatever you just said made me think of this. Nothing to do with what we're doing right now. I literally meant to ask you this during the convention.
Okay.
Have you played Hostage Negotiator?
No.
Okay. So you don't really know?
I mean, I know about it. I know all about it.
Yeah, but you don't know, like, the hard vibe.
The what?
I don't know. Like, you don't know how it actually plays. You know,
yeah, I do. It's very similar to Final Girl. It's just even less control and agency.
Okay.
Why?
I don't know. I'm curious about it. I'm curious.
It was $20. It was 20. No, this is not the right one. No, wait, what's wrong here? No.
Maybe it's just no longer on sale?
No. Okay, I got confused. I went to my Amazon. I found the wrong one because it's 10,000 mAh instead of 15,000, but it says last purchased, and that got me all kinds of confused. And then I realized that somebody else purchased it like 2 years ago because we share our Amazon account with 1 million people.
So Petrified said, Meg, when do we get the official You're the Secret Girl Season 3 promo announcement? So guys, officially, this is why it's not exciting and why I'm willing to say it right now. Officially, I am not the promo. I am allowed to say that. I do not know who the promo is. I am not the promo. Totally fine. No hard feelings. There's someone who I think it should be just because of what she does do in the community, which I'm not going to say just because it's something that has come up. Not to say that I could potentially be in future seasons, whatever, but I am not in talks with them about anything like that right now. But I do hope, I do hope that's Remy. I hope that it's Jamie, just for what she does and how she supports the game and just what she does in general and how she's just such a sweetheart and I absolutely adore her. So I do hope that it's her. But I'm excited for whoever it might be. Whoever else it may be. She's just the one I think of immediately. Anybody else? I'm also excited for them if it's not her. But she's the one that I do hope it is.
I just posted a link, and it stopped me from posting the link.
Well, that's because you're not a mod.
I'm not a freaking mod, and I can't post my own freaking link in the chat.
Send it to me, I'll post it.
Holy freaking hell. What kind of garbage is that? Okay. Well, we're gonna go.
I am in Potions of Azaland. And, I think I may be able to say this. I think. We're like,
go ahead.
What, an hour and a half into this anyway? I will be doing signings for my promo for Boss Monster at Gen Con. So for anyone who does not yet have a copy of that, or if you would like another one or anything like that, I don't have an exact time yet, but I will be doing signings for that. And I am a promo on Boss Monster, so I will actually be dressing up as like the full elf Megalith version of myself to do the signing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Alright. Next up on my end, I have one more dinosaur game before I start running out of things to talk about. Which is, I picked up Holotype, which the almighty Chris George gave a 9 out of freaking 10 to.
Whoa!
Yeah, and I mean, this game looks fine, honestly, but fine is the key thing. I think this game looks completely... That is the link from Alex, yeah.
You just cut out again. No, I assume you're just gonna come back. I assume it's gonna come back, but it is cut out right now. You know.
When it comes back, it's because I unplug and replug. That's the part that gets me. Why is it doing this? I don't know why. Anyways.
You're better now.
Yeah. This one is a 9 out of 10 from Chris George, and it looks only okay, I'll be honest. It doesn't look bad, it just doesn't look amazing either. Although they did have gigantic fossils that were really cool to play with. But past that, yeah, I mean, it looked fine, it looked okay, and Chris George gave it 9 out of 10.
Visually, it didn't super grab me. The thing I will say, which some of you may be Googling now, the thing I asked them immediately was, what is holotype and why is it named that? And a holotype is whenever you find like the DNA strand of a particular dinosaur, that first strand that is like documented is the holotype of that species. So that's what holotype means. So that's what you're doing is you're documenting. I think, Alex, it's similar. As he was explaining it, it felt like it sounded similar to something like encyclopedia, where you are researching the different DNA strands and then publishing your work and then doing different things based on your work that's published. So I think that it is kind of like a resource balance like that, but we shall see.
Yeah, so the thing that has me nervous is it might be amazing, it might be incredible, and obviously I'll talk about it when I play it more, but a 9 out of 10 for Chris George I respect a lot. The thing I'm concerned about is because it didn't visually draw me in, it has to be amazing for me to keep it. I do find that I am someone who looks and judges with my eyes, and a very good game that doesn't have visual appeal, I'm just like, I'd rather play a game that has visual appeal and is also very good. So I am curious.
Do you have the expansion?
I have a small little expansion pack off on the side.
You do have it? Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know I grabbed it from you at one point.
I got it. I got it. Cool. What's you?
Alright, just so you know, Alex, bad check. I am starting to get tired. I do have a whole table of things, but we'll go through it.
I'm all done with my stuff. I mean, I have things I could add, but I'm done with the stuff that I really... I have like 2 or more things that I could semi-talk about, but they're not really from Origins.
Okay, well, do you want to do a memory while I am unpacking? I could give you
memory?
I could give you a... Okay, so do you want to talk about what happened to us at the local cantina the last night?
Oh, that was so sweet.
Yeah, do you want to talk about that?
That was so sweet. Basically, what's it called? It takes me that time. I hope this is this. Basically, what's it called? They're at this local cantina and checking out, and this person says, "Hey, that guy over there got your meal," which was something that's never actually happened to me before. I've had people pay for meals like as part of like a group, and I've paid for other people's meals as part of a group, but it was the first time that some random person just got the meal, which was very, very nice. And it's just it was sweet. It was just very sweet.
Well,
and Swebby. What was the beginning part of it? Oh my gosh, yes. That was great. I forgot about that part. Of course you want me to tell that part. It's great. He walks over. So first of all, some minor context here is Meg and I have an ongoing discussion in game where effectively what we've joked about is getting punch cards for whenever one of us gets recognized, or when we get recognized as a group. So if it's Meg gets recognized, or I get recognized, or we get recognized, or the most common one, someone walks up to Meg and says, "I love you" here. Those are the thingies. Okay, so this is the conversation we have, because it's one of those things where everyone knows their own audience. So people who are...
Can I just interject? There were 2 different people that asked to take pictures of the back of my head. 2 people in orange took pictures of the back of my head, which also happens to me.
The back of your head is ridiculous.
I guess so.
Anyways, and so this guy walks up to us, and he goes to Professor Meg. He's like, "Oh my gosh, Professor Meg, I see you all the time on his channel." And he proceeds to say, "Matt Radcliffe." Okay?
Matt Radcliffe.
Matt Radcliffe. And then I don't correct him, and he's like, "You're fantastic. You do a great job on his channel." And then I'm like, we're both like, thank you, and he walks away, and I go to Meg, I'm like, you get that check mark. Like, it kind of seemed as if he was doing it from my channel. Like, he's like, "Oh, I only recognize you from Matt Radcliffe's channel," and I'm like, that does not count as someone who watches my channel. That counts as a Meg fan. So me, you should. That and Alex Randolph. You should call me Matt Randolph to like mix it up together.
So, this is my first game, I think, to show you guys. But this game is a game that talked to me. They were very, very kind and very cool. So they gifted me this game. They let me have it. And it's Hexaquest. So it's a trivia game, which isn't normally my thing, but this is how they got me. They said, "What are you into?" And they let me look at a table, and there was like a whole bunch of different things, like sports, whatever, things that movie, TVs, nothing I would be good at.
Yeah.
And then there's Fangirl. And Fangirl is all about like different kinds of nerdy stuff. And that's totally me. And I killed every question, and they were very impressed. So then I was like, okay, I guess I'll try this. So this is a trivia game that I'm going to be bringing down to Level Up. So I know we have all been talking so much Level Up. Oh my god, Jenna's here!
I wanted to do that, but I felt to be rude to interrupt you by yelling Jenna.
Jenna, do you want to see the clothes I got? I'll show you right now. Jenna, watch this. This is leading right into clothes. So I'm bringing this to Level Up to play if anyone wants to play a trivia game with me, because it was actually quite fun. And this is why I'm also excited, because Jenna's here. This game, they gifted this to me, and then on Sunday I was running around on babysitting duty with a 3-year-old that was going quite insane, trying to attack me with a pickaxe.
What kind of irresponsible adult would leave you with a 3-year-old at a convention?
The entire time, Alex, the entire convention, do you remember that woman with the blue hair?
Yes. That was one by the that was
the guy's name was Martin, and I cannot remember her name, and I feel so bad. But she kept following me that whole day, Alex, because she wanted to talk to me, and they wanted to give me this dress that I kept having Rafi, and I couldn't, and I kept like blowing them off until you finally took Rafi.
Yeah.
But this is a Hexaquest dress, but it's fun. It's like printed with like the print of the entire, I don't know, background of whatever their thing is, and it has a little Hexaquest. So it's a little dress of like similar to the things I wear all the time, but very, very cool.
Aww.
Oh wow. I can see the playback, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong with my internet right now.
Yeah.
I think it's Discord.
Yeah, I mean, you could double check it. You could double check it.
I even come back.
I did do a speed test on my end, and I'm getting like 50 down, so it shouldn't be an issue on my end.
I think it's my Discord. That's sometimes my Discord. Let me look up my thing. Of like how much CPU it's using.
Much ping.
I mean, it doesn't say that much. It says 2.4%, but you know, so maybe it's just something.
Petrified, I love you. So good. It's so good.
Screenshot that now and send to Devin because I will forget. And that is so funny. Oh my god, so good.
Oh my gosh.
Petrified, that was quick.
That was golden.
Your pixels in your video looks great.
Oh.
Guys, trust me, I got a really pretty dress.
So, to answer your question, yeah, we actually joined Chip 3. We joined Chip 3
Alex, you're cutting out a little bit. What
Nope.
did throw me out?
I said we joined. So somebody asked earlier of what the industry parties, and so yes, there was the foreteller thing in general, and then Chip Theory. Actually, that local cantina place we went to with Chip Theory because they invited us out to go with their thingy.
We had a team dinner, and they only invited 3 people that were not part of their team, and we were 2 of them. And the other one was Danielle, who we stan.
Yes, we do stand Danielle.
We stan Danielle.
And the whole reason we were there like 2
girl.
nights later, the whole reason we were back 2 nights later is because Meg evaluates most of her trip based on which places did or didn't make me poop horribly. And so, yeah.
I felt safe. I usually go back to the same places. Shout out to the Poke Bowls that were at Origins. Poke Bowls kind of keep me alive through conventions right now. It's like my favorite thing. Before we keep going, Alex, like, do you care if we side tangent?
Not at all. If I do, it hasn't stopped us until now.
I want to open up the saddest thing, so anyone who knows Danielle Sandring, you can check out her Instagram stories right now. She is not, it's like having a good time getting
She's
home.
currently on a plane home.
She might be home now. She might be home by, like, right now.
I'll check Instagram.
But I drove home. I left Origins at 5:30 p.m. and got home at 5 a.m. The next morning. And I stopped twice for gas, but besides that, I didn't even stop. It's an 11-hour drive, and there was a downpour and a lightning storm, so I did slow down a little bit, but I basically went nonstop. And, I could have taken her with me. She would have fit in my car. Like, even all of her stuff would have fit in my car. I had plenty of room. Because I didn't have Alex and all the game found stuff. Oh.
Heavy Board Gamer, thanks for the super chat. Appreciate you.
Oh, thank you.
So the most recent updates. Oh yeah, George, what to say? So hour 31, I'm on a plane. An hour later. Just kidding. Hour 31.5, delayed on the plane.
Oh,
hour 34.
God.
Oh wait, hour 31.5, delayed on the plane. The little star. If you had tears on the bingo card, you can check it off now. Okay. And then hour 34, I have made it to my car in Boston, Massachusetts, and that was as of 24 minutes ago.
Jeez, so she'll be home in probably like an hour still.
Yep.
Probably exactly an hour from now.
She could have been road tripping with you all the way home.
Just because I know, because she's about 10 minutes from me, you guys. We live very, very close. I love her.
She'll be joining us at Level Up, for those of you who don't know.
So she'll actually, Alex, because I was telling her, I'm also going to drive to Gen Con, you guys, but I am going to make it a 2-day journey and not just do it like in one shot like I did. But I told her, I was like, anything you want to send home with me in Gen Con, you can send home. So she is going to be.
Cool. She flying?
I'm going to ask her multiple games. I don't know, we'll find out. She might join me now.
I was going to say, if she wants to join, she's joined.
Okay, can I ask a few of these questions?
Absolutely.
You just answer them, Alex, because I think it'll be too long with the delay with chat.
Okay.
Who is Batman's butler?
Alfred.
Can you answer, or do you... Okay.
Wait, should I not be answering right away?
No, you're fine. There is ABC, or there's multiple choice, but I think I should have you guess and then give you multiple choice.
Okay.
Okay, this one I wouldn't know the answer, so I don't know, I can skip
Why don't
it.
you still ask it in case someone else knows the answer?
National Allied Publications later became A. Marvel Comics, B. Boom Studios, C. DC Comics, or D. Oni Press?
Oh, obviously D, Oni Press.
No.
I know. I have no idea. I guessed.
What do many DC heroes enter to be resurrected?
What do many DC heroes enter to be resurrected? I assume that box that Superman entered, but it's like I have no clue what it's called.
A. The Lazarus Pit, B. Dead Zone, C. Cosmic Treadmill, or D. Stream of Life?
D. Robbie Seginger seems to know it, so I would have said D. Stream of Life, but...
So, Robbie, Lazarus Pit is very common, but it is the Cosmic Treadmill. I guess that's more common. That's the answer, but... Oh, no, wait.
What is this game and why we do... Oh, this is part of your Hex game?
Yeah, this is the Hexaquest, but no, you guys are right. It is Lazarus Pit. I read the answers in the wrong order. Because I knew it was Lazarus Pit, because isn't that what has to do with Rajal Ghul, whatever his name is?
Ra's al Ghul.
Ra's al Ghul.
I know that one. Thank you, Successful.
Thank you, Successful. Okay. Let's see if there are fun ones.
Petrified, the Lazarus Pit doesn't sound that much better.
Okay. Who's the main villain in the film The Avengers?
Loki.
Loki. Which isn't one of Hank Pym's aliases? Ant-Man, Giant Man, Ultron, Wasp.
Ultron.
Yes. Who was inspired by Doctor Doom? Darth Vader, Bane, Sauron, or Loki?
Ooh, interesting. Who is inspired?
Yeah. Who was inspired by Doctor Doom?
What was next? What was the answer again?
Darth Vader, Bane, Sauron, or Loki?
I think I have to say Bane.
It's Darth Vader.
Is it really?
It's the same. They have like the political whatever that they're trying to argue that what they're doing is good. The other thing is that Sauron and Loki both outdate Doctor Doom. Who created the mutant Gideon? Would you know that? You
Nope.
wouldn't know that. It's the actual people too. It's Rob Liefeld. Who's the Joker's sidekick? Two-Face, Scarecrow,
Harley Quinn.
Harlequin. Who can't communicate with animals? Warbird, Hawkman, Squirrel Girl, or Aquaman?
Say it again. What was the first two?
Who cannot communicate
Yeah.
with animals? Warbird, Hawkman, Squirrel Girl,
I want to say
or
Hawkman.
Aquaman? It's Warbird.
Warbird? Really interesting.
Warbird is like
Don't know. I just assumed Hawkman. I know Squirrel Girl and Aquaman could.
I believe, and you guys may know, but Warbird I think is like how Iron Man is, where it's just like a he is like a bird, but he's just a machine person. Which villain is named for his medical condition? Shocker, Cardiac, Vermin, or Carnage?
Cardiac.
Cardiac. Okay, I'll stop there.
This is just the trivia questions for the hex thingy.
Yep, these are just the fangirl ones.
What's the selling point of this game other than being trivia?
I don't know. There is more to it. There's this hex thing where I believe what you're doing is you're winning the trivia and using that to gain hexes to do like placement with the hexes to also score points. But
Gotcha. Because so far it's just trivia.
Right, and that's what they ran through with me, but there's like a hex component where when you win the trivia, you're winning these hexes that you're placing like strategically to. That's what I don't know after that. Is like depending on how you place your hexes, it's almost like Calico where you're trying to score different ones to, I don't know.
So I mean the weekly live should tentatively be 1 p.m. tomorrow. Although Meg, we haven't discussed it. Are you trying to join? Because it's totally fine if you don't.
Fine.
You sure? You sure?
I already figured it out. I can go in early.
Okay. I just want you pushing yourself for this.
I'm in.
Okay. Devin will not be joining us to the left with the Devin will not be joining us for the weekly live, but we will have a special guest as well. So it's going to be Meg, myself, and Gray Baker, the 2 times WSBG winner of not the main game, but
Are we doing a game?
I assume so. I haven't put it together yet, but yeah.
Do you have that covered?
I will take care of it.
I could not do that.
I assume you want a Jeopardy style game.
I mean, it doesn't have to be Jeopardy.
We'll talk after.
I like to zoom in pictures one and stuff like that.
Ooh, you want to do that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or whatever.
I like zoom in pictures. We'll do that one.
You know,
You're like, I'll do anything without Devin, that freakish eyesight gone.
when Devin's not here.
Anyone can play.
We'll play.
Okay.
Alright, so I still have a bunch of stuff.
Oh, I was gonna say you want to wrap it up, but we can show do your stuff. Do your stuff.
Speed mode? I'll go speed mode, kind of.
Up to you.
So this one I'll be posting about on Instagram, you guys. I believe their campaign is only going to like either this Tuesday or Thursday. So I will either put it in my stories or make an actual post. If you want to look for me, Alex, when this ends anyway, by Smirk and Dagger. But this is a thing called Adventure Party. It's one where you're making like different roles kind of based on like loosely based on RPG type stuff. Where you're kind of taking how you would roll in gaming and gamifying that and making it more of like a story as opposed to a role-playing game. That sounds confusing, so check out the content I put out on it because that's the only way that's going to explain it better, besides checking out their project right now, which I believe it's ending very soon. I want to do it more justice. I will try to explain it to you guys, but I played it and it was very fun and cool. So this was a copy that I got for free RPG Day, so it's a copy that I'm going to try to show you guys stuff about it, hopefully before the campaign ends, but I don't know. Do you see Alex?
Yes, I do.
Huh?
Did I see it?
Yeah.
Like the thing you were just holding up a second ago?
Were you looking up on the
Yeah.
campaign items?
Oh no, I was
Well-
not looking at the I was not looking at the campaign.
Oh, I thought you were.
No,
Can you?
I absolutely can.
You're also quieter again, just so you know.
No. Why?
So another game, guys, is Hungry for Humans.
Hello.
This is a game that I covered the prototype of, I want to say like a year ago-ish. It is a game where you are bidding for different things, for different control of different meals. But all of the things that are eating things in it are cryptids, which I absolutely love. If you know, I really love the Flatwoods Monster. The Dover Demon is in this, the Jersey Devil, the Mothman, things like that. And this is a game that, so the guys that make it, which it's Lonely Hero Game, I believe. It's Lonely something. Lonely Hero Games, I was right.
It's
Lonely
3
Hero
days to
Games.
go.
Great, 3 days to go. So hopefully maybe tomorrow I'll have something on Instagram about it. So one of the guys came up to me,
Yeah.
he gave me a final copy. This is a final production copy. They've just been trying to find me at a convention to hand this to me. But this is one that, Alex, you'll be excited that I can finally throw out the prototype that I've been holding on to. So this is one that I refused to get rid of the prototype. They handed me the game. I now have a fresh copy, and I can now officially get rid of a game in my collection, which I'm very excited to do. Other stuff, I got these cute keychains. So I have this guy behind me for the beginning of video, but I have this little wizard that I absolutely love. So for my bag, I got a keychain of not just the wizard, but also a little witch. So I just really love them. These are just little keychains that I got you guys. But see, now I have the big and the little. They're so cute! So that's something else that I have. I also, from Succubus, so you guys know we're going to be starting to play Madara. And one of the things that we've been talking about for Madara is that I got gifted a bunch of their minis back when they were the kind that you had to clip and glue together. Which is something that I'm still working on, but they now have new minis, and all of their new ones are like the complete molds that they're completely, I don't know, assembled or whatever it is, whatever you call it. So I'll open up just one now, but they gave me 3 of them. So they gave me a Nyx, a Nightingale, and let's see, who is this? Beach Blaster Effie. Effie is very cute. So this is her like beach outfit with like guns and stuff. I'm only gonna open one, which is gonna be the Nightingale one, because it's like a statue of her. But there's the Nyx. And here she is. Oh, I may be wrong. Maybe I still have to put these together? Alex, I might be wrong.
They're not.
These might be new molds that I still have to put together. I mean, they definitely are. Because here is the statue. And here's all her pieces.
That definitely seems like you're putting it together.
Yeah. So, hey, stay tuned for my journey while I thought that these ones were completely molded, but I guess apparently not. Maybe I was just wrong in that. But stay tuned on my journey because I'm going to start working on these, and I actually met someone at Origins that is a like professional mini painter that does an amazing job. Their name is Jamie Daggers, that I will be, I don't know, just trying to do more minis and stuff, especially for Madara.
Is that the person who's making the game?
No, they're just someone that I talked to about minis.
Oh, because it's also the person who's making the game who paints miniatures.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, and I cannot remember her name. But I agree. And then they gave me a pin of Nightingale because I absolutely love her. And the people at Succubus. So you can see Adam, I already laid on it. Look at this, Alex. As soon as I brought home t-shirts, you guys, the cats love t-shirts. So I brought home this t-shirt, and Adam, I already has done this to it, which is absolutely, like, disgusting. But I got a Succubus shirt now. So I have this, and on the back, it says "Stay sexy." So I think that I'm actually going to crop this so that it's, like, cropped up here and very cute. But they gave me a t-shirt. And another t-shirt that I got. So, guys, one of my favorite things I got from Origins is, so GameFound had a booth, right? And GameFound is like, yo, we want a carpet. So they have this big green carpet, which is absolutely amazing. But for the convention hall, they wanted to charge $700 a day to rent a vacuum.
Not to rent a vacuum, to vacuum it. They'll also vacuum it.
Oh, they would have done it?
Yeah.
whatever.
It's still
They're
insane.
gonna charge $700 a day to vacuum the carpet for them. So instead, they bought a $100 vacuum, and I have been using it since I got home, you guys, because they were just gonna throw it out and leave it there. So they let me keep the vacuum, and I have been vacuuming like crazy. But TLDR of that story is that GameFound was going to throw out a bunch of stuff. They were just going to leave it there, get rid of it, and like whatever, who cares? So
Yeah, they also, I should have brought downstairs, but I came home with a 50-inch TV because of the same argument. They would have charged us like $1,000 to rent a TV.
I also
We paid
went home
$5 to
with
get
this
one.
GameFound T-shirt. But this GameFound T-shirt actually comes with a promotion because I'm now the CMO of GameFound. Like, in case anyone was curious, that position was up for grabs. It was just left on a table. So now anyone who has this T-shirt, I'm going to be bidding it for auction later in case anyone would like.
Joke's on you. There's like 17 of those in the wild. Because so we had T-shirts for all our volunteers, and we didn't realize that. What's it called? They actually had specific titles in the back. So we had one for our COO who was there, one for our CMO, myself, and then the rest of them just said staff. And so I was wearing one of the shirts, and mine just said staff on the back, and our volunteers came up to us, and they're like, so like we got promoted, we think, and they both had CMO and COO on their respective shirts. And so I just wore staff shirts to the local convention because they were given all the CMO shirts. So now Meg's CMO, and 3 other people are CMO, and I'm CMO.
The last thing I'll show you guys is, similarly, there were a lot of GameFound games that went home. And all the volunteers got to take some, and Alex took the rest home with him. However, there was one that I asked if I could have, and it was Robomon. This is one that I actually never got to play when it was circulating around. And as you guys know, I absolutely love Pokemon, so this is one that I have wanted to check out, and I've never actually gotten to see in front of my face. So I also took this home with me, and I'm now very excited.
A fun fact, Meg, the publisher of that is the same people who did this. Barrett Publishing.
I'm very excited for Matt.
Yeah.
I can't remember his last name now for his little micro games.
Ooh, I know you're talking about Sirens, basically.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, Alex, before we go, because I think we are wrapping up, just for me to go over my checklist of things to talk about that weren't things to show off. Alex and I also got to dive into, can I say the games that we played that weren't games?
My Island?
No. But we did get to play My Island. I'll be posting about that on Instagram probably tomorrow. We also got to play The Lord of the Rings Adventure to Mount Doom, which I already did post about. It was pretty fun. I was going to talk about a game that we played at the Airbnb.
Oh, yeah, sir. Go for it.
We also got to start Sagrada Legacy.
Artisans.
So you guys
Sagrada
know,
Artisans.
So you guys know we like games like that. We started to play it. Hot take, I wasn't loving it. There was a little bit that was a little messy about the rules that wasn't clear. I never was a fan of Sagrada. That being said, by the time we were done with as much as we were able to play, I did want to play more. So I am glad that even though I wasn't enjoying it, I pushed myself to keep going because I think I am liking it more. I'm not sure, Alex. But it did feel like a bumpy start, especially with like some of the rules not being clear and that kind of stuff, that it was just, I wasn't having the best start with it, but I am still happy that we played it, and I do still want to play more.
Yeah, I enjoy Sagrada, and I enjoy Legacy games, and the combination of the two really worked for me. To me, it is kind of a one-and-done situation. Like, I'll play through it, but what's it called? And the nice part is it does come with multiple books, so in theory, with a little bit of finagling, you can actually play it twice if you're playing it as a two-player thing. Yeah. And it has like reset packs and sticker packs and situations.
Another thing that I loved that happened to me at PAX Unplugged, and then happened again at Origins, was when we walked into Origins, there was a tiny little service dog that is absolutely adorable. He is so soft. He's like the size of Nuka, and he's like a little tiny Ewok. And as soon as we walked in, I said, I think I follow that dog on Instagram. And his name is Churro. So if you guys go to conventions, just so that you know, I think it's Churro the dog on Instagram or something like that. But he goes to conventions and he is a service dog. His mom is also very sweet. He knows a lot of tricks. He knows how to die now, and come back to life. But yeah, Churro was an absolutely delight. And then, Alex, my final memory for us to talk about, which I would love for you to go over as well, is my dice rolling.
Oh.
So you guys, before Alex jumps into his side of it, I got to play 20 Strong again. Thank you to everyone who tried to watch the Elder Scrolls streams. The internet was just not working from the convention center at all. And then by the time Sunday came, everyone just wanted to go to bed. And for Danielle and I, we didn't realize from the time the convention closed to how long it takes Chip Theory to pack up their booth and everything like that and break it down. It was just a lot of time that we were just too tired. So I do believe for anyone that wants to see that, we will be streaming for Elder Scrolls with Chip Theory for Gen Con before the con starts. I think like the night before, like Wednesday night or something like that. We're going to try to do it again from their Airbnb, but try to do it earlier in the week and not toward the end. So we will still be doing it, but thank you to anyone who did try to watch. That being said, right after that, I played 20 Strong in front of Andrew, and the way I rolled, you guys, I rolled one miss the entire game, and I played till the very end. I got through most of the deck. It's not like I played a short game. I rolled one miss the entire time, and then Alex showed up.
Yeah, it was, when I showed up at the end, I already know this about Meg. I already know this, not a question. But I just found it funny because, like...
They watched it. They see it live.
Oh,
on
I
the
know,
Final
I know.
Friday.
It's not a question. But towards the end, I just, like, grabbed 3 dice to roll them, just to get a sample. I was like, oh, look, they're getting hits. And I grabbed 3 dice to roll them. I think I got 1 hit and 2 misses, which is, like, a very respectable, like, not a great roll. And then Meg proceeds to roll not just
I
hits,
pick up
the same exact 3 dice,
roll them.
and she rolls crit hit. And if you know those dice in particular, that's a 1 in 72 chance of getting... That's the second best roll she could have gotten. She could have gotten crit, which would have been a 1 in 216 chance. But she got the second best possible roll, which is crit hit, which is a 1 in 72 chance, just on her straight 1 roll. And Andrew, who's just sitting there looking at it, Andrew's like, we know. Like, just like resignation for having watched it the whole evening.
And then we go on to play Townsfolk Tussle that night, again with Andrew, who I absolutely love. And as we're playing with him, he's explaining the game to me, and he goes, well, and I love his voice. I'm sorry if I'm making fun of his voice, you guys, but I'm not. He goes, well, you roll that, you have to get at least a 6. And I'm like, I don't care. That doesn't matter. It's completely fine for me. It doesn't matter at all. I rolled only 8s and 9s on a D10. It was good, Alex. But I never crit on the Townsfolk Tussle, at least.
Yeah, Townsfolk critting is a 1 in 10 chance, and we didn't have that many attacks going on. So, like, there were limited chances. Maybe you're just losing your touch.
Yeah, it was funny. And then Andrew's first hit, he rolled like a 2. And then
Yeah.
I was like, oh, let me roll for you. And I rolled a 9. It was just so fun, that especially showing him and all of that. It was on my list of memories to show you guys, because I wish that 20 Strong game had been like streamed or something. It was, oh, and then the other thing, so it wasn't just 20 Strong. It was 20 Strong, and then after that, when we played Elder Scrolls, so we tried to stream it, and when we couldn't, me and Danielle still played. So after that, when you guys saw, me and Danielle still played for about like an hour and a half. And when we played that, you were trying to unlock different treasures, similar to something like how you're lockpicking in Too Many Bones.
Yeah.
And I rolled like exactly what we needed every time to unlock the locks. It's like, oh, you need a 6, roll 6. Oh, you need 3, roll 3. Oh, you need 2, roll 2. It was amazing. When I played Elder Scrolls, you guys, there are these professions that you can excel in. You can become an expert. I became an expert turn 1 of the first battle. It was pretty good. That's usually what works.
Nintendo cartridge back in the day, it's always the thing that works.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyways,
All right.
shall we go ahead and wrap this up?
I believe that's all, you guys. I believe that's all of our shows and tells. We will be back with Gloomhaven on Thursday, because I think we're very close to the end, so we will be powering through it, to hopefully, I don't know. I think we're close to the end, I think. I don't know.
You've been saying that for a bit, so maybe.
I know. We haven't been winning, though.
What?
We have to win and beat the
We're
scenarios.
still winning, except for that one scenario we were.
We unlocked a chain that is leading us toward it, but... Hello?
It did the thing again. It's really bad. I might need to buy. I'm gonna have to see if this happens next stream because I'm not sure if something's going on. But if it does, I might just have to buy another mic.
Yeah.
I've never loved this mic. It's always been not the best.
It's not going great. thanks everyone for hanging out and watching and seeing our show and tell. And we'll be back on Thursday, and I will definitely be streaming on Friday as well. So you'll be Final Girl Fridaying on Friday.
Everyone, good night. We shall see you all, and live stream should be at 1 p.m. tomorrow with Meg, myself, and special guest.
Special guest! Not Jenna.
Not Jenna.
Just for those that
Not
love
Jenna.
Jenna, if you're excited.
There should be lots of people that love Jenna, but nope, not Jenna.
But we love her. She'll be back. Don't worry.
Good night, everyone. Obviously, have a good one. We'll see you soon.